Going live now. We are most likely live. Let me double check. Yep. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for showing up here again with myself and Cleanup. And now we also have Mitoria, right? Am I saying that right? Or
Meteora.
Meteora.
Yeah.
Or Peter, right?
Yes.
From Troublecast. So thank you so much for coming on, man.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for inviting.
No problem, man. How you doing, Cleanup? How are you doing today?
Oh, feeling good. Terrible day at work. I'm gonna be quite
Really?
honest with you. It was bad. Like I was doing a bunch of grunt work today, and it was like, man, it took me back to my roots. And I was like, it was just me and the fellow like branch manager or whatever, and we were just like knocking out transactions and stuff like that. So it was like, we were busy. So
Was it a little exciting though, like being back on the?
I mean, it
on
was
the
a
floor?
little exciting. It was a little exciting. And then like 15 minutes before we close, I'm like, all right, guys, chill. It's like, it's time to relax. Cause I didn't take my lunch till like, I got there at like 9 o'clock in the morning and I didn't take it till 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So by that time I was like, man,
It's like dinner and lunch
ready.
combined, kind of.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living, Cleanup?
So I work at a credit union. And so I'm the assistant that works there, and then I do senior sales. So yeah, that's basically my background.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
do you have Meteora? Do you have a 9 to 5?
Yeah. I'm more too flexible. I'm a civil engineer.
Okay.
So I look after a project on a case basis. So, but these few months I'm a little bit more free. Yeah. I finish all my works and then I'm into now this project Trouble Cats, mostly full time.
Nice. So, what is your what like made you get into CNFTs? Like, start your own project? I guess you can start all the way from the beginning. Like, where did you first find your passion for investing or building?
It's just I started CNFT I think November last year, and it's a great journey. And then I minted quite a few for Boxcut, and that's where it started. Profit a little bit, and then I had fun, and then I was just jumping between some Solana and Ethereum projects, and then there is one thing that I found. I think Cardano NFT there is this gap of art that can be improved. So I that is the vision why I started Trouble Cats is basically the vision is just to improve the art in general for Cardano NFT. That's where you see my art, Trouble Cats art. It's slightly different, and I put a lot more effort into it. And I discussed the one that did everything is actually my artist, which is my real life friend. But the lead artist will be me because I asked him to do so. So and the idea everything comes from the inspiration from my side, so that basically drives me till I think in April this year April, just beginning the starting point of Troublecast and just go on with it and launch it. A little bit of history, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems like you have a pretty busy week, because right after this, I mean, you got to meet with Block Investment Group, right?
Which is in in 12 p.m. UTC. 12 p.m. UTC.
Yeah. So that's cool. That's very exciting for you. So I didn't hear about it until Nick mentioned it. And then I was like, I looked at it and I was like, dude, that looks awesome. So what made you come up? Well, so when I think of cats, I think of trouble anyway. So what made you come up with the Trouble Cats? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Actually, it's all based on because I think the cats comes from Lord Barrows. It's exactly what Atlanick was saying. The inspiration actually comes from Lord Barrows of Dragon Ball Z. If you guys are watching Dragon Ball Z, So when I was trying to find inspiration, I was finding inspiration of animals here and there, and I jumped into Dragon Ball Z, and that's where I found. Yeah, there you go. And then if one of the image, even though if one of the image that he had posed that with the shoulder behind, like what I'm posing here. Yeah. So that's what I like, and then that's what I want to do, and then I just refine tune because I just like fine art about the NFT. And if you see Dragon Ball Z, it's a little bit thick, then I change it into fine, and then I just add more into effort and more traits into it.
Yeah, I noticed after I made the video, I went back and I was looking at the art and the sneak peeks again, and I saw that it said Lord Beerus right here, and I was like, oh my God, like, because I was saying it looks just like Lord Beerus, and it literally told me right here that that was what it was based
Exactly, you're exactly correct, man. That is my origin of inspiration of how Trouble Cats was born. Seriously, yeah.
That's so cool, man. Do you have any like super long-term goals for it, or is it like let's do some short-term things and build slowly, you know?
My long-term goal is actually because we have been seeing metaverse. Metaverse, I believe, is the next thing. We all believe it, and the 3D NFT. We have seen a lot of 3D NFT, but we have not seen a lot of movable 3D avatars NFT. For example, Clay is one of the great projects that have movable functional NFT. So my long-term goal is actually to head towards like Clay. I'm now already discussing with my artist to do a 3D model, 3D avatar with arms and legs, so that this cat, what you're saying, the cats will move in its functional and move in virtual world. And in the future, if I'm able to collab with metaverse projects, then you will see Trouble Cats in their metaverse project, which is movable and functional. So that is the really end goal of my projects, which is achievable, and I think it's really exciting for it.
Nice.
I can't imagine one of these. I can't imagine one of these cats being made out of clay. That would be pretty sick, you know. That would be awesome. So yeah, if you were in the
So-
Clayverse, that would be
Yeah,
awesome.
I've seen a bit, a few like Ugly Bros. Ugly Bros are doing it as well. Their NFT is functional. I've seen a video on it, and then Clays are doing it, and then who else? I think Goat. Someone just tried with the Goat tribes. So yeah, it's really exciting. It's a really a long-term development. There's a lot of stuff to do to make it animated and to make it move in the metaverse. I have already some plannings for it. I have already know what should I use, but the art side is now with fine tuning, and then just need a lot of time with the art to generate the 3D arts.
Gotcha. How long have you been working on this project in the background?
Since the starting beginning is I started around April and May, and that's a lot during the starting point. If you can see what in my announcement, there's a sketch. There's a sketch of we'll scroll a bit. Scroll down, yeah. There's a sketch of how Trouble Cat started, and then it took me quite a long time. Just scroll down, all the way down. Yeah. There you go. Above. Are you up? Slightly
Right.
above. Yeah, this is the one.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can actually see how the evolution of Trouble Cats and how I change and refine tune everything. So we started around April, end of April, beginning of May, and then just slowly build up, and then just find it interesting like now.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So like when you started, were you like worried at all about being in a bear market while starting a project, or were you just like, nah, man, this is my dream. It'll be all good.
Oh, definitely, I'm scared, man. But I guess everyone should. I should have started somewhere else. I need to start somewhere. It's all right. Just start anywhere. So when everything is done, then never mind. I just have to just go with it, man. Whatever
Yeah.
happens, man. I already paid for everything. It's okay. It's just a learning experience for me. And
Gotcha.
even
So,
it's
so
good.
you're
I
like,
learn a lot.
so you're okay, like financially, like regardless of what happens with this, it's not gonna, like put you in any bad position if like the bear
Nah,
market kind of comes. Cool.
nah, it's
That's
okay. Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, yeah,
That's awesome.
awesome, man.
And so you said you got into Solana NFTs, is that correct? Are there any
Yeah.
are there any particular projects that you got into in
Not
Solana?
not really. I've been drugged. I've been drugged for the last Solana project, and then I quit. uh, it doesn't. I don't want to play with Solana anymore because the bots and the buying. When they launch, they can finish all their projects in seconds, man. I believe it's all bots, so I don't bother to do any research on Solana anymore, and I jump into Cardano after my friend introduced me into it. Yeah,
Okay.
one of my team member is actually Jay. If you can see in the website, it's actually a friend of mine, a real life friend of mine, and yeah, he actually introduced me into it, and then I just dragged him into the team, and just asked him to help out. He's a IT master, yeah, Jay. Yeah, he's the one. He's master in IT, and then he did a lot of he's a really degen into Cardano NFT, into blockchain, into all the ITs and technologies. So that's what he does, and then I just asked him to help out in my projects.
That's what's up, man. I see the Cardano or the. Oh
What's
my God! I just had it on the tip of my tongue.
Ada Realm?
Ada Realm. That's right. Yeah, the Ada Realm in the background. This is their map.
Yeah,
That's so cool. And then he's got the those AMAs.
those AMS, yeah.
Yep. No, that's really
Those are
cool.
OGs, long-term projects, man. They are a long time, have been here for a long time.
So are there any projects that you're into on Cardano? Do you do you hold a lot of projects or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do hold a lot of Boxcut. I still have like 20 Boxcut. I minted 40 last time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I end up with three top 1,000. Wow, it dropped to
wow.
700. Yeah.
Yeah, they're down a lot.
They dropped down a lot. I sold a little bit. I'm still holding around 20. And then I sold.
Nice.
I have a few plays. I have a few chill kongs, but I didn't mint it. And I bought it in secondary. There are a few of those blue chip projects. So even Space Buds, I have one, but I bought it in high. Everything is down now.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes. It's just
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So you own
Yeah.
chilled Kongs, which I'm into. I like chilled Kongs a lot. I own clays. I own buds.
Buds.
You know? And so yeah.
Oh, they're back up a little bit.
Clay's back up. I bought a really nice one at a very, very fair price yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
So,
Was it? It was 18 or 1850.
I think it was 1800.
1800,
So
right?
it was the yellow. It was the citron right there.
Ah,
That's the dude I got.
Dang.
With the kimono and stuff like that, dude. It's very nice.
very nice. Very nice.
And I don't know what it is. Something about the citron background, like
It's just hit differently. Yeah.
yeah.
It hits differently.
And then, I have the old famous Kong or anything like that. Like, I love that. I love a lot of projects. And what it seems like is, from what I'm understanding, is Solana is like full of a bunch of rugs, like a lot of projects.
A lot.
And so, don't get me wrong, with Cardano, it seems like for the most part, most projects care, and want to be here a long term. Now, if they stay here a long term or whatever it is, I mean, that's neither here nor there, but I think that, what it seems like, blockchain to blockchain, Cardano seems to like want to stick around just a little bit, like projects anyways. I don't want to stick around for a while,
Yeah, I think projects kind of have to have that approach if they come onto Cardano, because that's like everybody is so diehard Cardano when you come here that it's just kind of like, do you love Cardano? Like, let me tell you about our Lord and Jesus Christ, Cardano, and it's like, if you don't like Cardano, if you're not going to be here, like, yeah, but everybody's got to kind of play into that because that's what the community wants. So hopefully they're all here for that reason. But I feel like even if they're not, they kind of got to play into that. You know what I'm saying?
So with your launch, like, how are you expecting it to go? Like, do you like, how would you feel? Like, let's say, for instance, it takes like a week to sell out or something like that. Would that sway you any certain way, or how would you feel about that? If it wasn't like a instant
Yeah,
sellout.
definitely. I've been preparing my mental for it, but it's all right. I've been speaking into with Cardano Shark Tank, and then that's something that I learned to not reduce the supply.
No.
That's one thing. No, that's one thing that I learned. Just stick with the goal, because the end goals is what matters, and then don't be swayed by the demand and supply. Maybe if it's really bad push, but we just try to get it sell a little bit slower, then it's all right. Just one step at a time. Just do a little bit more marketing. Um, do a lot of more outsourcing, like just to introduce people into the projects and to share my goals of the project, and just sell one at a time. By that, I believe it will eventually sell out. But I believe this bear market is not easy to handle with. I predict it's going to be, hopefully it's going to be a fast sell, but anything can happen. I'm still optimistic, and I'm still very happy with my community, with a little bit of support on everyone given to me. And yeah, that's my end goal, and that's a little bit of preparation for it.
Yeah, one of the first things I noticed too was you have a very fair mint supply, but you also have a very fair mint price. A lot of people during this bear market have been jacking up the prices to try to account for, ADA being so low. And I think like it's been a while since I've seen like a 50, 55 ADA mint, 60 ADA mint. And, for 4,000 supply, I think that's extremely fair with ADA well under 50 cents.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I just type it, and I just set it in a very fair price, not to overcharge people, and then it's just enough for me to cover a lot of stuff. And I have plans for how the funds is going to make, how to use all the funds, and then that's where I price the mean price a little slightly lower at 60 for public. And
Yeah.
I do have, I'm now actually to think, I have plans as well to discuss with a lot of pass holder. For example, the other projects pass, like the journey high pass, and then we have been discussing with them, and I've been discussing with my minter provider. If you have a journey high pass, you will be able to get a refund of extra 5 ADA when you mint a public mint of Trouble Cats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is only one.
Well, see,
I
Nick,
have,
there you go. I
Right.
got one as well. So I told him, get a high pass. It's pretty low right now or whatever. And so hopefully, I mean, fingers crossed that goes through. That would be awesome. But I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully, I get whitelist from Atlantic's giveaway, or whatever. But
Oh, yeah.
It's not only it's not only with Journey High Pass. We're actually discussing with some good projects, some close friend projects of mine, like Xerac. Xerac is Xerac AGG, EGG,
GG.
SE,
SE.
RSC, RSCT, I think.
RSETA.
The Xerac.
Is it this?
No. EGG RSCT, I think. Let me see. The Tesseract, Xerac.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time.
That's all right. So I'm just saying, I've been discussing a lot.
There it
There
is.
you go.
There we go.
I've been discussing with a lot of projects. I just want to do a collabs, a good collabs with them. So the holders of these NFT or the passes will enjoy some benefits. So hopefully that is a win-win situation for them. So their pass and their premium mint will have additional utility onto it. And as well, it's beneficial for them to mint at a lower price at TroubleCats. But it's
Gotcha.
all, that's cool. But we're still discussing with my mint provider to see if multiple policy IDs is able to do it. Yeah.
Who are you
It's like-
guys minting with?
Peppermint, Ada
Oh,
Army.
nice.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. Who was it?
Peppermint.
Oh, nice.
From Peppermint
That's
from
good.
Ada Army. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really good. And
Yeah. Heaps is the man. That's awesome.
Hips is man.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you too, because we were talking about selling out, and a lot of really good projects did not sell out right away. Like Chilled Kongs took a few days to sell out. I think it was like 2 or 3
Sure.
days. Lazy Llamas took a few days to sell out. There's just a lot of projects. So just whatever happens, just don't get too discouraged. You'll sell out. It'll take some time and everything will be good,
To be fair, on the flip side of that, you could sell out in 2 seconds.
Right.
Like,
That's very
you know what
possible
I'm
too.
saying? Like, there's no telling. Like, to be quite honest with you, every single time I think I have the market pinned, they do the complete opposite, and it just blows my mind every single time. And so, I wouldn't be surprised either way. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing is like, just keep building, just keep talking, just keep reaching out, and promoting, even after, the sellout, even after like the mint or whatever. Still promote, still. Put yourself out on like, the Twitter spaces or doing things with like Block is Hot or me and Nick or like whatever it is, just keep doing that, and keep advertising. Like that's the biggest thing. It's really great when I see projects like do that, and so, and plus community is everything. So I know we got a bunch of feline fans out in Cardano. I've seen it. So yeah.
So
Yeah, I appreciate you,
Thanks,
Errol.
Art.
Yeah,
But-
Slow Mints Organic Community, strong project, 100%, man.
100%.
And then we have Arash in here too. What's up, man? How you doing? That's from Cardano Casino.
Cardano Casino.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Which
Yeah.
they're all over the place right now too.
Yeah, they have their mint coming up this week.
Yes.
Or is it next week? Let me.
I mean, I think you covered
Next
it
week.
for this week.
I did cover it. It is this week.
Yeah.
I'm
3rd of
yeah.
September. Coming
Yeah.
week. I think.
3rd of September.
3rd of September. Yep.
I
Yeah.
covered. It was actually Trouble Cats that mints on the 9th. I got them mixed up in my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's
So we got-
what's up.
We got the
During
chippies.
during the last video as well, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, you could join my Discord, because thanks to Cardano Casino and thanks to Trouble Cats, you can get, if you go into my Discord, scroll down to the raffles/whitelists, and then you can go to general giveaway, and then just click on both of these. I'm not going to, because if I somehow accidentally win, that screws up everything. But yeah, this is where you can enter to win one of the 5 passes from Cardano Casino, which is not a whitelist, it's an NFT. And this is where you can get a whitelist for Trouble Cats. It will end on Friday. So you can go in my Discord.
And it's crazy because yesterday when I put mine in, I clicked my little party noise maker right there, right? My confetti machine. And there was like 33. And I was like, okay, I got a shot. And it's jacked up to 83 now and 85. And I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe next time. I don't know.
Still have a chance, man. It's
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
And that's the thing, Meteora, if you knew anything about my luck, bro, like it is terribly like awful. Like
Hey,
so bad.
but seriously, clean up joy. I need to give you, man. I need to give you a whitelist for it, man. You guys have been doing such a great job in doing YouTube videos with Nick. You have been supporting Cardano NFT for a long time, and you deserve it.
yeah.
I'm gonna give you a whitelist later on.
Well, that'd be cool. I would. That would be awesome. And if
Yeah, man.
if I for some odd reason pull like an ultra rare, I would just be to the moon. You know what I mean? That would be
He's
great.
pulling Lord beers, baby.
Yeah. So what like, okay, so did you talk to anybody about starting an NFT project in your personal life? And if so, what did they say?
Um, not really. I talked to my team member and my artist. My artist is actually not from NFT world. It's a real life artist, and then he doesn't know anything about NFT.
Okay.
So the layering was done in a very manual way, and then I have to teach him how to do layering and the process behind one step by step, and then yeah, and then everything just goes. A lot of things that I study is based on YouTube and based on the internet. When I started Trouble Cats, I really don't have any mentor to begin with. And even setting up Discord is a mess for me. I have a few testing Discord server, which is I created a mess on creating all those bots and here and there. And I deleted the first one, I created another one. Just a lot of trials and errors. So it's been a fun journey, and even to a point that I wanted to the beginning of the project I want to mint myself by using NFT Maker, but it is just too much risk and too much hassle for me. Then I just decided, okay, I need someone to help me with the mint. That's why I decided all this service provider, Peppermint. And yeah, that's all how it goes, man. It's been a wonderful journey.
Yeah, because when I started whatever my little journey into NFTs and stuff like that, I tried to talk to people in my real life about it, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about." And it was like, it wasn't just like one person here or there. It was literally everybody in my life that I spoke to at the time were just like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about." And so it was rather difficult. Um, you know, do you feel like crypto and maybe the NFT market in general will eventually hit mainstream? And if so, like, how do you think it's going to happen?
To 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 be honest with, actually, in my country, Malaysia, in my state, there are a lot of people who are playing crypto silently. They've been investing, but they don't tell you. So there are people, of course, they're Chinese like that, they're Asian like that. They just have been investing, they've been profiting, but they won't tell you anything. And then in NFT world, I think for for the future, I think crypto and NFT, I think I truly believe NFT will have a lot of usage in the future. Even in Malaysia, there is one restaurant that if you buy their NFT, you can eat for free. There is one restaurant that did that, but it requires a very high population area. And in Singapore, there is one NFT project that really you buy the NFT, you go for their gym membership for free. So that is a really good case usage of it. So I'm thinking along the line and how to improvise the utility part of NFT. And I believe one day it will come that NFT will become a membership for something else. And crypto is the method of payment. So eventually everything will come together.
Are there already ways for whatever you were talking about, whatever gym that was, for them to prove that they own the NFT? Are there like mobile apps where they can, be like, hey, like this is my NFT, this is my proof of concept, or like how do you prove you own an NFT?
I'm that in technical wise, I'm not sure because I just read in the newspaper and from the media that they managed to did that and they managed to partner with some big gym provider gym membership to do that.
So I think the easiest way, right, would be provide your wallet a QR code, and then to get access to the gym membership, you have that unique QR code, and it
And you like
basically
scan it at the door or something?
What's that?
You like scan it at the door or something to let you in?
Right. And then basically what happens is you have to have a KYC at the gym, right? And so it's like they probably have, okay, a picture of you right up on the computer screen when you scan in, so they can visually confirm, like, okay, yeah, This is the person that's supposed to be in front of me. You know
And
what
then when I sell my NFT, they're like, "Who the heck are you?"
Yeah, they'll be like, yeah, you sell it to somebody down the street. They'll be like, no, I don't think that's you. You know,
Like, I just bought it. I can prove it.
I mean,
Like, man.
that would be the easiest way, to be quite honest. And so I think that's cool. You know, one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to open up a pizza shop, and then everybody who owned my NFT got to eat for free. You know, all you would have to do is prove that you own it, right? And so I think we need to have like kind of more real world situations where this happens, right? To where common people who maybe aren't familiar with crypto, who aren't familiar with NFTs, will start to understand like, okay, this is an NFT, and then you just you explain it to them in like the most simple terms, such as that it's literally a QR code or something, and it unlocks this. But on the outside, it looks like a membership card or whatever it may be, a Hydra
Right.
Pass. You know,
Yeah. I wanted to ask you too. What are, I mean, if you don't want to say it's all good, but like, what are the crypto laws over there? Like, if you make gains, do you have to pay taxes on those?
It's basically based on personally. So if you are, it's really gray in a sense. But if you want to report that you earn, then you have to pay tax. So if you didn't report, then it just goes grayish and silently. I think. But if it's just staying in crypto, it won't touch us anything. But if it's a big amount that comes into the Malaysian bank, and if they detect it, they might ask, where does the money come from? So
Okay.
you'll be answerable for all this.
Yeah. Got you. It's I feel like it's like that in the United States too, only it has like the a different like feeling behind it. You know, it's like you have to, but in reality, it's really more so if you get caught. But like, yes, everybody do your taxes.
Yeah.
so the coolest thing is that this year, literally nobody will be paying taxes on crypto. Period. Like we've all basically taken a loss just because the market is where it is. You know, so I mean, I just don't see it happening this year for anybody. You know,
Not this year.
but yeah. So Arrow said sports tickets will become the most adopted NFT use case.
Ooh.
I think so. Sports tickets will be, and if they do concerts, I think concert tickets as well will go pretty viral. I think as far as that stuff. But I think you know with the way the crypto market is going, hopefully within the next year and a half or something starts to turn around just like a little bit. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes quite some time, you know. So buckle up, you know, dollar cost average in if you want, you know. But yeah, I think we're kind of going a little south for a little bit, you know.
I would agree with that. You know, it's so crazy though, and this is going to be my trading view moment. You know, because we have to look at it, and I just want to say I'll keep it short since we got Peter here, but I love to look at stock charts and kind of see where we can maybe predict where we're going to go with cryptos and NFTs and such. Yeah. But you know, we had a huge down day on Friday. This was that red bar. And we only we like gapped down and just kind of stayed here. But this whole from here, so what is this, July 14th, all the way to September 6th or August 16th. Why can't I speak? You know, we just had like a crazy bull run, and that came out of nowhere. So just know, like, averaging down is always the best because you're never going to know when it turns around. And when it does, it turns around and it makes no sense. And then when you're at new highs, that's when everything starts to make sense again.
Right.
So you're never going to know. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. It's so hard. So it just depends on what your tolerance is, like, and your gut feeling. Like, do you think it's going to go up? Yes, I think Cardano is going to hit $3 eventually, you know, and we'll be back to all-time highs eventually. Could it take a year or two? Sure. So why would I feel bad about buying at 40 cents? I don't, you know. It's like a long-term thing. That's so crazy. Like just that dip right there, man.
That's
That's
insane.
crazy.
Like really scaling it out. Like it shows. Like we went parabolic and then died.
Yeah. Yeah.
But man,
It's okay.
I
I
mean,
still feel okay. You
I would
know?
feel okay buying here for sure. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if
That's basically the lowest, one of the lowest point we are right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
41 cents, 40
I think
cents,
the lowest was right here at like 39,
39.
38. Yeah, it was this little candle right here. We like wicked down, hit like 38, 39, and then a lot of buying came in and we just kind of never went that low again.
Yeah. I mean, we'll hit it again. I truly
Yeah.
believe we'll hit it again. We're not even in the winter yet. You know what I'm saying?
That's scary to
Crypto.
think about because if we got more
Really?
selling, like it's going like 28, 20, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean,
mean, it's
if
possible.
you were buying in the dollars, $2, and you ever see it at 20, like whew, hopefully you're happy about that and not mad is all I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So
So, so with Trouble Cats, you were talking about maybe collabing with other projects. Would that be like artistically, or would you just do something like a 1-for-1 or like whatever, you know, a community blend, let's say?
It, more to community blend. So it's like to enhance the community among one another. So to find stuff to do together as a community with other projects. Because ever since that Trouble Cats is like it's created, we do love the spirit of Cardano. We call it I call it the spirit of Cardano, where people really help each other and just people really there are friends that from another projects that even approach me, hey guy, hey Mitira, if you need any help with the art or anything, reach out to me. I can help you with the stickers, I can help you with the memes, I can teach you how to do it, this and that. So I'm really encouraged by some of the words, and then even with Cardano Casino, Jinx is a very good guy. It's amazing. He had been helping like setting up like with Atlanick, if Nix. He just approached me. Hey guys, do you want to do you want to go into Atlanick's YouTube video or something like that? So I said, yeah. And then it's Desmond as well. If you can see that, Desmond from Escape Club. He's another great guy that helps me a lot in the journey of Cardano. So overall, in terms of community building and community helping each other in projects and things that for the future, things that we can collapse. So that's what I'm looking forward to in collabings and just helping each other in building community, building a stronger Cardano community.
yeah, I appreciate Jinx as well for helping me meet you, man. Like I appreciate everything. We were going over like video ideas and stuff like that, and he was like, "Well, you know, why don't you talk to Trouble Cats?" And I was like, "It's a good idea." So yeah, I appreciate that. I'm over on your roadmap, and I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit because I think this thing looks freaking awesome. So so you drew this?
Yeah, that's my basic idea. That's the artist, my artist drew it. So
Uh,
basically, I have a very, very long-term goals, a long-term roadmap for this. Uh, I have taken into account to do a tokenomics, which is the banks. If you can see, the center of it is the banks, and that is the tokenomics. And of course, if you can zoom up, we have a lot of little stuff. We have, of course, we're going to do donation to trouble community. We're going to do and then we have merchandise shop down there, and then of course the concert, and then on the and then collabs, and then slightly above we have airdrops. In our survey, we have most valuable cats. I awarded MVC to the community member, and I'm planning to drop a special NFT for them. So for being a really good community member in Trouble Cat server. So and then next, of course, we have Toxic on the bottom left. Bottom left will be the next. I mean, thinking of just opening a possibility of adding like mutant or toxicity into the next season of Trouble Cats if there is. And then of course we have a portal slightly above there, above of Toxic. It works just to portal up into somewhere else if you can think of space or any other dimension. And then another in front, above will be the 3D avatars and of course the metaverse projects. So I incorporate a lot of possibilities of outcome that I can go forwards. There is a lot of potential ideas that is coming. So this is only the general roadmap, but I don't want to promise everything to people, but I just want to pinpoint. The first thing that I want to do is 3D avatar, 3D movable avatar. So we just do things one at a time, and I just want to tell people that Trouble Cats is here to stay with Cardano, and just to deliver and provide more utility for the community members.
No, that's awesome. It reminded me a little bit of Clay's paper, or roadmap rather, and Kong's roadmap, because I guess Kong's and Clay's kind of remind me of each other as well. But yeah, they just looked really cool, so I had to go over this.
Yeah, man.
What do you think of it, Clean?
The basically, if the general the idea of this roadmap is actually it's a map of my hometown.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. The sea, my hometown is actually a little bit. We are sticking up to the sea, and then actually I just remove all the buildings and I just dump in and put in all my ideas and my elements, and then just hey artist, I want to do this based on my hometown, and then this is the end result, and I'm pretty glad it is. It's just comical and then it's fun, it's colorful. Yeah, it is cool. I love it.
Yeah, no, I love stuff like that.
So with the roadmap, obviously these are like dreams, I guess you would say. Like, so they're not set in stone.
Nope.
It can move.
Yep.
So obviously you'll have to mint like multiple things, I would imagine, right? Do you like, without giving away everything, so you'd have to have another mint of some sort. Do you have any idea of like what that would be?
For the 3D avatars, no. I'm planning like Clays, when you mint that certain cat, and we will develop, and then that certain cat will turn into 3D avatars for free.
Okay.
And then it will be into your wallet. So
Okay.
we are actually doing in that sense. And for others, season 2, it will be to be announced and to be decided later on. So nothing has been set in stone, but I just want to do one step at a time for the 3D avatars to make it happen first.
Okay. So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. And then I saw a music festival. Are you planning to release music possibly, or be at like a concert, or
It's a possibility, and then it's more to I myself is a music. I myself is a guitarist. I play for the church, and I just love to. Sometimes I do teaching, so I think sometimes the music facility goes into the teaching part of the musical instruments, on how I link into providing education into how to learn music, and then that the music festival will be the end dreams of the musician to end up there. So it's more to a basic in my head right now. It's more to education on teaching people how to play music with it.
Oh, that's awesome. I tried to learn guitar and I was not very good. I could do like I'm kind of a spaz, so I can do like the quick like one notes where I'm like on a note, off a note, on a note, off a note. But like when it comes to chords, my fingers like don't want to bend in certain ways, and I just get frustrated, and I'm like, oh. But no, that's awesome. Teaching, you have to have a lot of patience.
Yes, definitely. But it is a lot of fun, a lot of satisfaction when you see your students and when you see someone else play successfully, and they're able to play the whole songs, and then they're just enjoying the passion of music in their life. That's fun and that's satisfying.
so obviously that's one personal hobby that you have. Do you have any other personal hobbies like in your life that you do, or to art, civil engineering, other things like that? Like, what do you do like in your spare time?
Basically, I have a son right now. My son is turning 1 next month. So since I have a son right now, I don't have any time for my hobbies anymore. I just play guitar, man. But previously, I'm a very outdoor person. I just like hanging out outdoors and just doing outdoor sports, jogs, cycling, hikings, uh, swimming, stuff like that. But since my child is born, yeah, I don't have time for it anymore. I just all time has been given up to my son, man.
It's so crazy. Like life gets you like. So I have 3 kids and a full time job and stuff. And at the time when I released a project, I actually had 2 jobs, 3 kids, a wife, the whole 9 yards. And then I had the NFT thing going on. And I was just like, yeah, you might as well. Like my life's a circus, anyway. So it's kind of crazy. You would think like with like a 1-year-old and like a full-time job, you wouldn't have time to do any of this stuff. But somehow like you mustered the strength to like do
Just
it.
squeeze your time into everything.
Yeah. It's like,
You have to squeeze times into everything that you do, man.
but
I
it's
totally understand.
it's good though, because like I guess it would be the same thing, like idle hands, right? And so, when your life is already pretty full, like you already have a schedule to stick to. So it's like, okay, well, I can just fit one more thing and I'm sure of it, and sacrifice this amount of time somewhere else because it's like, I already have kind of like a schedule, and so you might as well just try to fit one more thing in. Like I said, like I can always work harder. You know what I mean? Like give maximum effort and just really try. But yeah, that's so crazy. So did your kid like walk? Did your kid speak? Like, make noises, do all like the things like little babies do?
Yeah. Just starting to walk, but with supports. Yeah,
That's it.
but
Don't let them
that's it.
walk.
And
Don't let them walk, because I'm telling you, once they do, they just start running, and then it's like, no, it's chaos. It's complete chaos.
good advice, man.
Yeah, you have to stop them from walking. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like your mentality must just be the same mentality for a whole lot of things in a very respectful way. Like you're just gung ho, you're gonna do it. Like it doesn't matter that like you have a job or that we're in a bear market or that you have a kid. Like nothing is gonna stop you. This is what you want to do, and you're gonna do it. And like I'm choking up. I appreciate that. Like I love stuff like that. Like there's really, in my opinion, not a best time to do anything. If you want to do it, like that's the best time to do it, period. And that's truly how I feel. That's why I quit my job. That's why I just started doing this. As soon as I felt like I needed to do this, I just started doing it. Like things may not work out. Maybe I'm not the best YouTuber, maybe, whatever. But like you feel like doing it, you got to go for it. And you'll find out later, either you got to like maneuver and change or whatever. But yeah, there's literally no best time to do a whole lot of things. And I know like talking to parents in general, like they're never ready for their kid. They're always like, oh, we were not ready, but like here you are. And I'm like, I thought I had a great childhood, but all right.
And that's the thing, like, and everybody says that. They're like, oh, we're gonna wait, till we have a kid, till we're ready or whatever. Dude, I can tell you this right now. Even when you think you're ready to have a kid, you are not ready to have a kid, especially not a first one. Like it's completely different, dude. Like it's very different. Like kid number 2, okay, well, whatever. Kid number 3, it's just like complete chaos, dude. You can't ever get a babysitter. You can't ever have the kids spend the night because there's 3 of them, and nobody wants to watch 3 kids. 2 kids is manageable. 3 kids, forget about it, dude. Nobody's watching 3 kids. So
How old is your eldest kid?
Okay, 13, 11, and 8.
That's nice. It's chaos time.
Okay. It's not nice. No, it's not nice. As much as you think it is nice, it's not nice. So you can control your 1-year-old. Okay, you just kind of shove their foot in the shoe, get them dressed, and feed them, and then they nap or do like whatever, right? And you interact with them. These ones have minds of their own, and they have opinions, and they're very different than mine. And so it's just like, dude, there ain't no control there, dude. It's just, it doesn't happen. Does not happen. So it's you think it would be easy. It's not.
I have a long journey more to come, man.
Yeah. So you have a boy. So the one thing I do know about boys is that they will test you. They will test you and like your manhood and like your strength, you know, and they'll like come up, they'll like flick your ear, they'll mess with you, just to try to test the balance to see if you're still like strong, dominant male, I guess you would say. And so it's like it's quite funny to see the difference between me and my son. I think he tries to think that he's the king, and he's not. I every single time I get him in a little headlock, a loving headlock. Okay, it's not like child abuse. Don't call CPS. Okay, but it's a loving headlock, and I'm like, no, I'm the king. You're just a little baby prince. So, and he's like, I'm not a prince, and then like he just gets all upset. It's so funny, but yeah, it's very funny, very funny. But then I tell him one day he'll be a king. He'll be in a king, his own kingdom, you know, with a queen and everything like that. And so, yeah, it's kind of funny. Kids are great. They drain you, but they're great. Like I don't know how else to say it. You know.
Yeah, I feel like kids have that energy still and like all of that funness and hope in them with like none of that killer like debt energy on you. You know what I mean? If you have a lot of debt, you know what I mean. But like you get older and you have bills to pay and like that slowly gets to you. But then I don't know, I feel like at some point there's just like so much that builds up on you. Sometimes you don't even realize you're just kind of like not being the energetic, fun, like outgoing person that you used to be. And I kind of found myself in that situation. But having like kids around really kind of like brings it back out. It reminds you like, make a silly freaking face. Like who cares what people think? Like, everybody's gonna laugh at it anyways if they're chill people. And if they're not, you don't want them there anyways. So yeah, I think kids are really good to have around us.
It's a joy. It's really happy. Guys. For me, it's a joy, and it brings me happiness during when I'm playing with my son. It just resets my whole day at the beginning, and they just start all over again. It's fun.
It's so
That's awesome.
it's so crazy because they literally love everything. You know, they love the sun, they love the moon, they love their blanket, they love, a
The
nap, they love
dinosaurs.
everything. And I'm so jealous and it makes me feel so terrible because I'm cynical because I'm old. And so it's just like, man, I wish I could love as much as you, but I remember when I was a kid, I did the same thing. Like I
Yep.
literally loved everything, dude. And it sucks growing up. And I like to see it, and my kids kind of bring back that nostalgic feeling of having a home and being satisfied and loving and everything like that. Um, yeah, it sucks growing up, because you see the way the world is, and it's just kind of like crap, man. I remember when I used to just look at the sky, dude, and just
Right.
everything was perfect, man. And
Yeah.
so it's weird. It's very weird. Nick, not
Yeah.
to get too off topic, but I wanted to ask you this, okay?
Yeah.
Are you getting that 10K?
10K.
The student debt?
Oh, most likely not, sadly, because mine's a Sally Mae loan, and then it got refinanced to SoFi. I don't think the refinance matters, but because of the way the loan was, I don't think like I'm on the list known as student loan debt. It's known as like a personal loan, but on the loan it says student loan. I'm gonna send a message. I'm going to, try, but
Bro,
they
you
told me no last year when I was
you gotta
talking about
reach
it.
out.
Yeah.
Reach out to that 10K makes a difference for you, bro.
Oh, for sure it does. I mean, bro, I'm 60K in the hole from student loan debt, bro. It's
That's it.
10K. It's not much, but like I'd be jumping up and down. You know what I'm saying?
This is how great it is for me. So I paid $1,000 on the last loan, and that 10,000 is going to cover the rest of the loan.
Oh,
So
dude,
like
I'm so happy for you.
we're completely
For
done,
real.
and it's
Yeah.
like, yes, thank goodness. Like it's been so long, and it's been crazy how
Yeah.
much money it is You know.
I do want to talk about this. I think Peter only has an hour though, and I did want to ask him one more thing. We can
Oh,
jump
no,
back
let's
into this
ask him a
topic for
bunch.
sure.
I'm sorry.
No,
It's
you're
all right.
good.
It's all right. Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't tell you beforehand. That's my fault. But I wanted to
Oh.
ask you, Peter, like how do you decompress? And I think maybe the answer might be you hang out with your son because you seemed very like wholesome and like happy to see him all the time. But do you have like do you meditate? Do you watch movies, listen to music, anything like that?
Oh, I decompress myself. Actually, I love having breakfast alone sometimes. Usually every day.
Yes.
That is my me time.
Yeah.
Breakfast every time alone outside, out of the house. That's the starting point of my day, just to reset my day. That's where I set my goals. That's where I plan for my days, and then after I plan it, everything just it's I just do accordingly to the plans, and every day just reset like that every morning. I just love having breakfast and coffee by myself in my own spots. Yeah, I just need to get up from somewhere else and just hang out in my own personal space for a while, and then yeah, that's usually what I do.
That's awesome, dude. How did you like always do that, or were you finding some stress in your life at some point and you were like, let me set some like structure in my life to help kind of decompress like this?
It's just a habit of mine, I guess. I just love breakfast. I cannot live without breakfast. I need to have my own breakfast before everything gets started. It's like the starting point of my day is to have breakfast, a proper breakfast. If I don't have it, it's my day is gonna mess up in some day sometimes. So, and another thing, like in the 5:30, around 5:30 in the afternoon, that's where I walk my son out in the park. So that's the morning with the breakfast, and the afternoon will be my time spending without phone and just with the stroller and my son just hanging out in the park, just walking around here and there for half an hour. It just reset me into everything again, and then I'm prepared for the night, and then the whole thing just it's a routine every day, day in day breakfast and then walk, breakfast walk. I think for me it's a very healthy lifestyle for me, and then I get to enjoy myself and get to enjoy some time with my family, and that's my routine. I think the routine that gets the best out of everything. Yeah, man.
Can I tell you something
Yeah, man.
that you should do with your son?
Yeah.
Because I did it with mine and it changed. He talks about it every single year. Okay, I swear. And so what I did was I took a piece of parchment paper and I drew out like this grid for like a map. Okay, and
Okay.
I buried a box that I kind of burnt the edges of. And it had a bunch of coins in there and stuff, old like coins, like money.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hid this map somewhere hidden but he would eventually find it, you know, when he gets old enough, in the back of like a garage or whatever. And so he brought it to me and he was like, I think it's a treasure map or whatever. And so that weekend, we followed the map. I knew exactly where the thing was. We got lost a couple times, you know, but I took him out. We dug it up, and it was like a treasure. And dude, absolutely life changing for him. Absolutely one of the best memories that he has, I think. And it was like to be a part of that is great. Have you had anything like that where it's like maybe he doesn't know yet, but you kind of he changed the way you think about life or whatever it is.
Interesting, man. I'm gonna probably do that. It's
Yeah.
probably do that, man. It's a really great idea, man.
Yeah.
That is life changing. That is memorable. That is
Yeah.
he's gonna remember it forever, man.
Yeah. And so plus he'll have your NFTs, I'm sure of it. So he'll have that forever as well.
Yeah, definitely,
Do you-
definitely.
I know you only have an hour. Okay, lightning round. Do you have a favorite trait?
Favorite trait. I have the if you've seen my favorite trait is exactly the one.
Yeah.
The wings. The
Yeah.
wings. The
And that
wings is gonna be
looks
nice.
sick. Wings
Yeah.
wings go very far in the ADA community. And so Cardano loves wings. They love wings on like literally everything. Angel wings, any sort of wings. We love it. How can we expect more sneak peeks? I know we're getting more towards Mint, but do you have a schedule for sneak peeks?
Yes, at the end of the day, we're going to release, I think there's another, let me look at my calendar. I think I have another 10 altogether that I have the
See that
the
one?
normal one. Yep, the normal one I have 10.
That's my favorite right there, Nick.
The cat on hat.
Yeah, the cat on there, and then it
The
looks
frog
like
suit looks so cool.
the suit.
dinosaur.
The suit is just
Oh, it's
amazing.
a dinosaur. Oh, that makes
It's a
sense.
dinosaur. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
animal
no.
team.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. If I don't mint that, I'm gonna buy it off secondary. I promise you. Like I'm buying that. So yeah.
It's so funny with like the little play kitten just being so adorable, and then Beerus just being like,
5, 6. Yeah, so I have another 4 more to come. Another 4. I'll be releasing another every 2-3 days. Another 2 sneak peek every 2-3 days. So yeah, there'll be a total of 10 sneak peeks for the common background.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah, these are
The
pretty
skull on
crazy.
the head
Right.
looks phenomenal. I love that. That does look great.
I just like that all the traits like really flow. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
we've talked about it before, where it looks like something was cut and pasted on. You know what I mean?
Right.
And none of these traits look like that.
No.
yeah. Even if you see the halo, I'm not sure. Do you have a halo up there? Oh, the wings.
It's up a little bit more. Yeah,
Yeah,
right
this
there.
one. Yeah, if you notice, the halo is behind the ears. Yeah,
Right.
So that is, you need some time to really do the layering for it. So
Right.
if you notice, there's a lot of halo traits that is only they paste it on top of the layers, but we did it differently. We put effort into it and just put it in the middle. So
Right.
if you notice, the ear is actually just nice in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely looks better. A lot of people do just put it like right on top so that they don't
Just
have to
right on
worry about
top.
those layering issues.
Yeah,
which,
they just don't care about it.
like nothing wrong with that, but this looks nice.
Yeah. It's realistic enough and it's just nice enough.
Yeah,
Just
100%.
nice. Yeah.
That does look pretty sick. I do like that.
That's diamond skin. So diamond skin is rare as well. It's gonna be rare.
Oh,
Yeah. So do you put how rare it is? You know what I'm saying? So like,
In
this
the
is what a
metadata?
rare skin looks like. This is what, or can you release more common ones and say like, hey, this is what a common one is, so people can know kind of what to expect a common to be, or maybe a less rare trait, I guess you would say.
There's some sneak peeks. Sorry, I don't get your question. Sorry. Do I release the rarity?
No, yeah. So like when you do a sneak peek, be like, oh, this is kind of rare, like this is kind of not rare or whatever it is. Like so
I see.
is like the dinosaur hoodie. How rare is that?
Okay. In Twitter, I did tweeted the last one with the red eyes is kind of rare, but in Discord, I did not specify. Yeah, this one is the red eyes. It will be kind of rare, and then the rest of that I did not specify. I did not tell people about it, and then it's mostly the rarity is based on my my view on how nice that thing will be. Yeah. So that's basically the idea.
Okay.
So of course we are going to approach. We already paid sending tools for everything, the metadata and the scoring. So we have already ready up everything and just submitted to them.
Okay.
Will rarities play a part in the project at all, like special benefits, or if you own a certain amount?
I do have plans for it as well, but it's for future plans. But for right now, it's just for 3D avatars.
Yeah, he's not telling you. All right.
Gotcha.
It's a secret. It's
I gotta know, man.
It's his secret sauce. Okay.
I mean, everybody knows I'm gonna go straight to CNFT tools anyways and go get the rarest one.
Yeah, that's true.
You can tell me like, rarity doesn't matter, and I'm gonna be like, all right, and I'll go check the rarity anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
But rarity, the top 500, we will have a special role, which is added benefit for the future projects.
Nice.
So yeah, rarity does matter for the top 500, top
Nice.
500 rares. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Nice
Okay.
info. It's very good
That's
info. I love that.
Yes. Good.
And honestly, the price is amazing. Like, I think price is crazy. That's crazy. Because I'm used to like, what, 100, at least 100, 125. Are you, okay, so transactions. Okay. Can I mint multiple per transaction, or is it one per transaction?
Multiple per transaction.
Can I get
Maybe.
10?
We are still discussing on the limits, but we have not really set 100%. We will announce soon. But it won't be 10, it won't be 1. It'll be somewhere about 3 to 5.
No, but I'm saying,
that's my number.
Can I get 10? Like, I give you the wallet, and you're like, go ahead, and get 10. Okay.
That's good, man. That's good. That's good encouragement, guys.
But like I said, because when you think about it, like sometimes with a higher number, it provides more a smoother mint, because you're handling 10 in one transaction as opposed to 1 in 10 transactions.
Exactly.
So it's less clog on the blockchain, I guess you would say. And so I'm just saying, if you want to do 10 for like an hour, just so I can get some, that's fine. That's fine.
So, yeah, I think minting out 10, I know you're joking a bit, but like when people mint out 10, it like leaves way too much room, I think, for people to dump on the aftermarket. Like a lot of the mints that are like, oh, we're going to have 3K or 5K total and you can only mint 1. Those mints go crazy because everybody has to buy in the aftermarket now. So
you think so?
Like, yeah.
See, but that's the thing. That's the thing. And that's the thing. Maybe flip that on its head, dude. Okay, these things start hitting my wallet 10 at a time. Okay, I can't quite go through each single one individually. I'm trying to buy as many as possible. And then I all of a sudden notice, okay, like with Kongs, dude, with Kongs, period. End of story. And I'm not saying this is like Kongs. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that with Kongs, I was seeing 10 go into my wallet each time. And it was like, I'm growing massively.
Yeah.
All at one time. And then it allows me to hold. It allows me to make the moves that I want to make, if I want to make them. And so sometimes when you see that 10 come in your wallet, it's addicting and you don't want to give it up. So I don't know, man. I think
it's like this. If the mint's gonna sell out no matter what in the first like few hours or first day, minting 10, like those people are just gonna dump. They're gonna get like 10 or 20. Everything will have been sold out. They can profit.
I'm not dumping.
Maybe not you, but trust me, the Cardano community is a dumping community, man. I love you all, but y'all are some paper-handed mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just facts, bro. You might hold, and I think Kongs was like such a, Kongs, llamas, such a lucky, fortunate situation because it didn't sell out. And if there was only able to mint like 3 or 4 at a time, they still would have sold out just the same, I think, same speed. But when they have days that they're taking to sell out, then there's no reason for it to not have 10 plus mints per transaction because you didn't sell out the first day anyways. You know what I mean?
I mean, 4,100 it's not a 10K.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, 4,100 is quite reserved, I think, in today's market. I think that's a good, nice reserve number. But
that's a lot of people's like first mint, and then they'll do the second one.
Think about it this way, though. Like if I'm minting one at a time, and I see the floor and it sells out or whatever, right? And then I go to secondary and I buy one at 200, and then all of a sudden it just starts dumping right away to where the next day it's at 70. I'm gonna be pissed off, and I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm not gonna mess with that project, man. That's how most people work. Not necessarily me, but that's how most people work. And so, man, I don't know. You might want to let me mint at least 10 every single transaction.
But it was wasn't Ada and Betas one of those that you could only mint one?
What?
And Ada and Betas, you could only
I
mint
think,
one, I
yeah.
believe.
You can
And
only-
they only had like 3,000.
I
And those
think-
floors went crazy because everybody was trying to get their commander sets or whatever so that they could get their other benefits to get the pass.
Yeah,
And
I didn't get into it.
yeah, fair enough. I got into it. I sold immediately, like during the top, as like quick as the top could be.
Wow,
for
what
me.
a paper-handed.
Hey man, facts. But I profited, and I was like, I'm gonna put this money back in when it's at like 80 to 180 lower, and I did. And then somebody bought it at the same time that I bought it, so my transaction failed. I went to bed, woke up the next night, and it was up 200 ADA, and I just never bought another one. So I've been out of that project, unfortunately. They're
Dang.
up to like 560 or 600 almost, I think. Now they're back down to like 250. Definitely a project to watch.
It's September 9th. I'm
Yeah,
very
September now.
like seriously, out of all the not to crap on the other projects, they're great projects. I'll probably get Cardano the casino. Okay, I can't say it right now,
We've been having trouble speaking to this one.
but this is the one. This is the one mint where he pointed out, and I was like, "Ooh, like this is good. I like this.
Yeah,
It's very nice. It's very cheeky art. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
nice.
I think it's good. You did a good job.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Especially if I can get the dinosaur.
Yeah. So really looking forward for the development of this project, and just looking forward to show you guys what the main will look like, all the trades will look like. We have a total like 180 trades, and I have a lot, like around 40 to 50 trades on clothes itself. So there are a lot of different designs and fun stuff with the clothes. You'll be surprised to see some with just wearing a bra. Yeah, just the back of the cat. Yeah. So there are fun stuff. There are fun trades behind the design, and I'm really looking forward for the main day, man.
yeah, I appreciate it, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but if there's anything that you want to say before you head out, I'll let you get into your breakfast. I know you haven't eaten yet.
No, just really appreciate Nick and clean up for all your commitment and your time, your effort every day in, day out to create videos on it. And hopefully everyone's listening in Cardano NFT. I hope you guys are the best. Good luck in everything. Have a blessed day, guys.
Thank you
That's
so
all
much,
from me,
man. Thank you. Yeah, by the way, anybody who wants to go check out more of Troubled Cats, I have all of their links in the description below. So go check them out. But how's it going, cleanup?
2. Then there was 2.
Then there was 2.
Me and you.
So what were you? I didn't want to cut you off because I actually loved what you were talking about, but I just wanted to really respect his time.
Yeah. No, I was saying with 10K, right?
Yeah.
You have to.
Oh yeah.
Bro, you got to check.
I'm gonna try my best. It's just for whatever reason. I don't know why they classify it like that, but if you use a loan for student loans, but you go overseas, because I went to England, it's like not counted as a student loan. It's counted as like a private loan.
Private loan.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think I got kind of screwed on that. But I mean, man, I'm in so much debt and I do not make a lot of money. Like I feel like I'm one of those people who deserves a 10K, like it may not be an exact student loan, but it was used as a student loan. Like, please, for the love of God, help me out.
It's so crazy because here's the thing, and not to get too political. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Okay. But back in the day, if you were a student and you were smart, you were young, right? You just got your first job out of college or whatever, you would claim bankruptcy. Bankruptcy, and then all of your student loans would fall off. You would never have to pay that shit ever again. Now, keep in mind, college back then was a little bit more affordable than it is nowadays, right? But that's what kids were doing. And then all of a sudden there became a law where it was like, no, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So, and you know who passed that law?
I don't know.
Joseph Byron himself.
Joseph
Byron.
Oh.
No, Joe Biden, dude.
Yeah, no, bro. Like, when was this though? When did this happen?
This was like the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Quite some time ago. A lifetime ago, actually. So yeah, even if you claim bankruptcy, that stuff's not going to fall off, dude.
Yeah, I feel like this is the one president where I could actually say my disdain or whatever that I have against him, and people would be like, "Yeah, you're right," and I
That's
wouldn't get any backlash. But like, I guess all this not. But like, oh my God, all of the things where we are at, man. Thank you, Mr. JB. Thank you.
but
I
it's
appreciate
like,
the bear market.
yeah,
Not that all of that is his fault. I get it, but
no, for sure not. But I will say, like, I don't know. Like, is it a surprise? Like, are we surprised? Are you really surprised?
that we're in a bear market.
Kind of, but like, what's
Like
been
we
going
had a
on?
long bull run, and
Yeah,
every time there was a problem, we just threw more money at it. And so like, of course, that bull run is just going to get stronger. And obviously, that means when it's over, we're going to have a strong bear market. And I
yeah,
think this bear market could potentially last 2 to 3 years. I
yeah.
pray to God it doesn't, which it's still not that bad to be honest. But it's longer than, the one that we had for COVID, if you can even call it a bear market. It was like 3 to 6 months of a bear market. And then we just immediately went right back into a bull market to all-time highs in less than like half a year. Like
I
that.
think it was just a weird time, man. It was just a very
Yeah.
weird time. I feel like that was all part of a bull. You know what I'm saying? Almost. But then COVID hit and bro, everything shut down. Market sentiment shut down. You couldn't go out and buy stuff. You couldn't do anything. People were uncertain with their jobs. Is grandma nanny gonna die? And then we're gonna have to like do whatever. It's just fear. Just
Yeah.
nobody was
Dude, I
spending money.
I was panicking. Like I had just gotten a job probably like a half a year ago. I was still like fitting in a little bit at it before I had graduated. And my grandmother had lived with us. She'd lived with us for like 10, 12 years at that point. And she passed away a few years ago. But during COVID, I was like, what if I go to work just because like, I don't want to like not go to work because the people at work will think that I'm being a pansy
Right.
or they'll think I'm being lazy and think that I don't want to be there. So I should go there to prove to them that I'm not lazy. But then that like reverse psychology in my head could potentially like put my grandmother in a dangerous position just because I'm like too prideful not to go to work. And I was like
Right.
going through like all these things in my head, like what should I do? Like what is morally correct? What is safe? How do I pay the bills still? Like, dude, that was stressful.
Yeah.
I
For me, it
mean,
was like I just couldn't. It wasn't the same. Like you couldn't dap anybody up. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't like hug anybody. You
yeah.
couldn't like you were constantly like just separating yourself from other human beings, and it was like not very good for my mental state. You know,
People
and
would talk
so
shit to people too. Like I would go into work and they'd be like,
yeah.
"Did you see Jimmy? He was at a party last night." And I,
Oh,
and I was just
he
like,
wasn't masking. He wasn't masking.
"Yeah, he
You
was a
know.
chin diaper. He chin diaper." And I was just, bro, leave people alone, man. I get that it's yes, I get that we're in COVID. I get that you should be careful, but like we don't need all this extra stuff. Jimmy's
Right.
always gonna do what Jimmy's gonna do. You got to
Right.
protect you. Stay away from Jimmy. I don't know,
Right.
but like Jimmy's gonna live his life, man. Let Jimmy live his life.
Yeah.
You can't stop. It's like, if you want to tell your daughter not to date the bad guy, she's gonna want to date the bad guy. You really can't control people, man.
That is true. Speaking of that, you can't control mints. But I will tell you, if you mint 10 at a time, it does become addicting. Okay. When you see it go into the wallet and it's like, man, I'm going to hold on to some of these. Because
It's
ima- imagine the people who's never had like certified whale status. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
I do get
Like,
you because I've thought about it. It's like I know what projects to buy that are like definitely going to go up, or at least like I have like a 90% feel. I'm in the
right,
space enough. I talk to these people. I truly believe in them, such as the latest one was Block is Hot and Raccoon Syndicate. Like,
right,
if I could have minted 10, 20, 30, 50 of those, I would have because I
right,
believed in it that strongly. But like, with newer mints or whatever, I'm not that comfortable. But there's also no mints nowadays that give you that freedom, like back then minting like 10, a bunch of mints were letting you mint 10 or 20
right,
or whatever. No
right.
mints are doing that. It's like, yeah, you're limited to 3 now, you're limited to 2, sometimes 1. And I like it because it's like I know that this one that I get is going to be profitable rather than getting like 3 maybes. But like
Right.
there's no room for massive gains at that point. It's only like, oh cool, like you turn 300 ADA into 500 ADA. Like not bad, but like that's it.
I'll
Ethereum
take
people come over here and just laugh at us.
but I'll take
they're
it.
like, well, yeah, I mean, I'll take it too. Fist pumping and stuff. But
Yeah.
like Ethereum people, that's why they don't come over here. I think there's not that excitement. Somebody said it the other day because we were talking about gambling, and they were like, if you're not gambling, like all of it or like enough to make you feel like that nerve-wracking feeling, then like you just shouldn't be gambling.
Right.
And that's not how I feel at all. But I understand the sentiment behind it, because you go big, go home. You don't gamble like $10 every 20 minutes. You'll lose $40,000 real quick. But you might take 20,000, risk it all on one, and maybe you're up that big, and you just go home.
Right. I mean, I get it. Like, but I don't know what. Does anybody know what the real answer is? Like, what is the formula? What is the secret sauce for a successful project? I don't know. Like, what makes clay so big? It's unique, right? You're working with clay, so you're working with your hands, and you can tell actually like equity went into it, right? And they're building something and they're doing something, right? But it's hard to tell what project is going to make it, because you can't just say it's social interaction, because there are some teams that have done crazy amounts of social interaction.
Yeah. I mean, the ones that do social interaction, though, they usually do pretty well. Like, not all of them, but you look at the ones that are doing well and they have social interaction,
Right.
You look at some of the ones that are doing well that don't have social interaction, like they're few and far in between. I would say maybe Aeonium Sky is one, because I don't think they do anything like, I don't think I've seen them on a Twitter space. Maybe that's
No,
just me.
they don't speak.
Gotcha.
Like, they were like, oh, we'd love to come on the podcast. Like, it was great. I mean, I showed you the DM of it or whatever, but it's like, we're not ready to like reveal exactly who or what we are. And we're just
gotcha. Anybody who's hearing this, though, that wants to come on and not show your face, I mean, I don't remember if we've ever done it before, but I think we've done at least one podcast where somebody came on and they just had like a picture. They didn't show their face. So
yeah,
like,
well,
I'm
we had
completely cool
Timmy,
with that.
right?
Timmy showed his face. Well, he showed Timmy.
Yeah, he showed Timmy,
the cat.
right?
He showed the cat. Yeah.
We saw the cat.
Yeah.
We didn't see the Timmy though.
That's true, but that is Timmy.
But the Timmy behind the Timmy, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, like if you just want to talk, man, like I'm down to talk. I don't need to look into your gorgeous eyes to make like, nice sensual conversation. You feel me?
I know.
I know. So
I feel the same way. I think people think that it's boring. It's not. It's more about the conversation.
Right.
And
you can look at our two stupid faces, you don't gotta look at whoever else.
Dude, here's the thing. So I've been on keto for like a week.
Nice.
Yeah.
You liking it?
I've liked it so far. I've been on it before. And so man, but yeah, I'm just like, I'm hungry.
Fair.
Like, I'm used to being a fat shit and eating carbs and really unhealthy stuff, and so far, I mean, it hasn't been hard, like, but I'm waiting for kind of the moment to get really tested. So I had a big test on Sunday where it was it was a birthday party and they had brownies there, a couple cakes, pizza. They really rolled out the red carpet for all the fatties. And I did not subscribe. I was like, no, this ain't happening, not today, And so, but it's been okay, not too bad. I mean, I've already lost like a little bit of weight, but even like when I look at myself, like, so I'm trying to get in better shape for Vegas, right? Because number one, I'm on a flight. And I don't want to sit next to a person and be like, I'm the fat dude that's sweating next to this normal figured person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that,
I feel you.
And so I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible.
You know what I hate, man, is going up to the flight, and I'm always a skinny one. So I feel like a lot of people look at me and like, oh, he's got so much room. I'll just take his armrest. And I'm just like, I still like to use my armrest.
That ain't it. Yeah,
Bro, I am skinny. I do have all this room, but this is my armrest. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Back
This is
off.
literally mine. I paid for this armrest right here, but I'm gonna get it. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm trying to get in a little bit better shape. I feel like I was breathing heavy. Like,
Today?
no, like the other week, I was just like doing normal shit. And I'm like out of breath. And I'm like, all right, that's it, dude. That's your sign. Legit stop what you're doing. Okay. Like
Yeah.
start getting reeling it back in. Okay, dude. Like, cause and I'd like to see it like, okay, so every week to see my progression, right? Tune into the podcast and like see if my face is getting a little smaller or like whatever. Maybe my hair won't be so gray. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, it's
I'll
it's
feel
good.
you.
It
This is
should be pretty good. I'm
your
looking.
podcasts are like your look in the mirror moment.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. So it's like, man, not this week. I still feel kind of gross, but I realize like I'm over time I will get better. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Having like goals and things like that too, I think it helps make you feel better too. Little libido, like, hey, I'm trying something new, I'm achieving it. Those sorts of things just really release a little bit of dopamine, a little bit of
right,
healthy
right.
stuff into our life.
Yeah, and so when I was talking about being like kind of depressed or whatever, one thing that I kind of looked into was having like low testosterone. You know what I mean? And so I'm actually going to go get tested soon to see if that is the case, because I was taking some antidepressants for people who don't know or whatever. Yeah, I take Wellbutrin, and it's not having an effect on me anymore, and I just kind of go in and I kind of have dark days. You know what I mean? And nothing, I can't get out of it. Whereas before it was like, okay, I could take it and it would boost a little serotonin, and it would be okay. You
Is it
know?
one of those where you need to take it every day and it has like a built up effect?
Yeah. So it really takes effect and is really in your system, quote unquote, after like maybe 3 or 4 weeks.
Right. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
And so I'm just kind of like, but one thing that I heard was like, if it's not working for you anymore, maybe you need to go get tested for low T. And like, bro, I was talking to this guy who was like fit, in shape, like looking great, and he was like, oh, I was he asked me to go through transactions with him, and I was like, okay. And so one of the things was he gets something from the low T center or whatever, and I was like, shit, I mean, is this like a real thing? Like, and we were just talking person to person at that point. It wasn't like bank person. I told him, I was like, not to get too personal or whatever, but like, do you have low T? I've wondered about it myself. You know what I'm saying? Because people, bro, I come in and so I wear a mask at night for sleep apnea and stuff like that, right? Keeps me from snoring and other things like that. So I'll still have like lines on my face. And it's actually been a pretty good talking point. It's convinced like a couple of guys to actually get a sleep test done. And so I asked him about it, and he was like, oh yeah, I go in, you know, uh, once a month or whatever, and get my shots or whatever. And I was like, what were you like before and what were you like after? And he was like, yo, to be honest with you, I was like super lazy. Like I was depressed. I didn't feel motivated. Like it just wasn't good. And he was like, the first like 3 months that I took it, bro, I felt crazy, like good. What's up?
Yo, Rafriki.
Yeah, that's for freaky, dude.
What
So
up, homie?
him and I had a 2-hour conversation last night, and that was just one of the things that came up. And so I was just like, man, maybe I should get tested. And it's like you think like, okay, low T, there's something wrong with you. You're less of a man or something like that. It's like that's not it
No,
at all, dude. I've seen
nah.
some bro lick dudes.
Like bulky dudes that have low
Yes.
T.
Yes. And it's not because of steroids, it's not because of anything. Like it's body composition. That's 100% what it has to deal with.
But it makes no sense to me. Like, how do you, because testosterone is a huge factor for men in their energy. and working out, you have to have a decent amount of energy to push yourself to actually get like gains, you know, in the
Right.
gym. Like you can't go and just lift like what you lifted yesterday. Like you need to push yourself to
So
eventually see some
that's
gains.
essentially what was happening. So they weren't getting gains. They weren't improving. They weren't losing weight. They were finding themselves depressed and other things like that. I talked to this guy. You can look him up. He was like Mr. Universe. I want to say Junior Universe. His name was Mark Banter. You can just go to images or something. Yeah, there he is. This dude was talking to me about it the other day.
I have to pause this too because, dude, I got copyright struck for playing a YouTube like intro. I played what was it last time we were on? You were talking about that show with Jesus 2, the show that looks similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I that little intro, I got copyright strike on that. I was
Adventure
like,
Time?
yeah, well, not Adventure Time. Well, maybe. Well, no, I didn't say Adventure Time. It said the Netflix series.
Oh yeah, Midnight Gospel.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
I played like I think 20 or 30 seconds of it, but with the muted. Like I thought I could show like because people do reaction streams. I thought 30 seconds was fine. Nope. But anyways, go on.
So this dude was talking to me about it as well. And then Freaky and I talked about it, and I was like, dude, yeah, I gotta go get tested.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, yeah. And it's natural too. Like that's the thing. So yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't look like super big. Like some people look fake as hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't look like that. So that's cool.
That was back in like when bodybuilding was like a huge thing, like the 80s, 90s. Bodybuilding was insane. And then it started to come back in like the mid 2000s, like probably 2003, 2010-ish. It started to come back where people were like really competitive and shit. And then all of a sudden CrossFit came on the scene.
I mean,
like,
CrossFit's how you get like defined. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like if you're looking at it from a bodybuilding sense or whatever, right? Like it's literally the worst way you can do repetitions ever in the history of repetitions. Like it's
Now
like nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Is bodybuilding about like just looking the best you can look?
It's looking svelte, yeah, cutting, gaining, bulking out.
And with CrossFit though, what is it about? Just looking fit, not being like huge?
So I think no, you can be pretty big in CrossFit, but the thing is like it's endurance. It's having endurance. You know,
you're
what
like
I'm
much
saying?
thinner when you're a CrossFitter, I think, than when you're like a bulky bodybuilder.
Yeah, I would say you're more like, bro, Stallone and Rocky 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just looking edged. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. And then
but no, I agree with you with the testing, man. I've thought about getting tested. I've thought about getting tested for just like anything, like any sort of like vitamin deficiency as well. Like I don't know. I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but I feel like a lot of the times I need to force myself to do stuff. Like I just don't have natural energy. Like I just kind of wake up like tired, you know?
It's kind of weird because you'll go to a doctor, right? You'll get your blood test and they will say, no, everything's normal. But like the thing is what you're not taking into effect is that, well, okay, maybe these are normal for people within my range or whatever it may be, but I'm not, for my body, it's not normal. You know what I'm saying? So even though it's reading normal within a normal scale, like my cholesterol is supposed to be here, like, cholesterol wise, I don't have high cholesterol. But for me, like they're like, no, you're well within range, like you're good. And I'm like, dude, look at me. You don't think my heart is suffering of just a smidge from eating these baby back ribs 24/7?
They wait for your first heart attack and then they tell you.
Man, I'm telling you, the first heart attack was bad. The 7th and 8th were a real wake up call. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to think just because, and that's what doctors will say. And that's what I talked to somebody about low T. I was like, you know, what's the range or whatever, and they're like, well, it's different. Like, you don't know really what they can tell you like what your supposed range is, right? But is that what works for you? It might not. Like maybe your
Yeah.
range is, you know, instead of being 250 to 300 or whatever, it's between 320. It's at 325. Like maybe that's your optimal range. So it
Yeah.
doesn't fit within your body scale. So I think like, I don't know, like you can go to a doctor. They'll tell you right now, they'll be like, you're healthy as a horse. Like keep
I
doing your
mean,
thing.
I've had some weird doctor experiences. You know, years back, I have like a slight stigmatism in my left eye. So when
Okay.
I get tired, you know, it droops a little bit more. And it used to bother me. I thought like, you know, I was just like, I look like a crazy person. I have a droopy eye when I'm tired. You know, like I couldn't let it go. You know what I mean? Like I have OCD if people didn't know. Like that stuff like really bothers me. Like my crooked teeth, it took me a while to get used to because I used to have braces and perfect teeth, but whatever, like that stuff bothered me. And I went to an eye doctor and I was like, hey, you know, like, can you check out my eyes? You know, like this one's like drooping, it's getting tired, like when it shouldn't be, like, you know. And they were just like, yeah, you got 20/20, like you see everything fine, yada yada. And I was like, yeah, but it droops. And they were just like, and he was like, yeah, my eye does too. And I was like, yeah, but I don't want to look like you. Like, you know, like I'm sorry, but like, dude, you know, I couldn't let it go. And so they were like, all right, we're gonna do a pressure test. And I was like, what the fuck? And so they're like, all right, we're gonna put in these numbing eye drops, and then we're going to take this little thing and we're gonna poke your eye with it while you're awake. And I hadn't eaten anything, and it was probably like 9 a.m. So I was like a little queasy, you know, but like I've been through some weird things. I just kept telling myself, I was like, oh, this is gonna be weird as fuck. Just deal with it, you know, it'll be fine. You know, it'll be over before you know it. And so like first poke, this really hot chick is doing it too. So I'm like, you know, just be a boss, like you don't care, it's all good, you know. So like she like pokes your eye, and I was like, I got like discombobulated. She like poked it, and I was like, whoa, whoa, like what? Like I don't know what happened. My whole like everything just shut down for a second, and I was like, okay. And then she's like, you good? And I was like, yeah, 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 I'm fine, you know. And then she pokes me again, and then everything starts like spinning a little bit, and I'm just like, yeah, you're dizzy. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. Like you've been dizzy before. Like you're not gonna pass out or nothing. You've never passed out. Like just let her do it again. It'll be over. And so she's like, you fine? And I can't really see her at this point, but I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. Like go. And I don't even remember the last one. She goes, and I wake up on the floor. And I remember I woke up, and there was like 3 or 4 like nurses above me, and they're just like wake up, wake up. It's like in a dream, like literally when you hear people like, Nick, wake up, you know, and you wake up and it's like real people just like, wake up, man, are you all right? You know, like that literally happened. And so I woke up and I was like, oh man, why are all these people like waking me up? Like I was dreaming so well. Like I thought I had been asleep all night. I thought this was my first wake up. I'd only been knocked out for like a minute. Um, and I like wake up and they're like, you just went to go stand up and you fell and hit your head really hard and fell. And I was like, I don't know. Like I don't know. I remember sitting down and waking up on the floor.
Maybe you were asleep for a long time. Maybe it was like, okay, vibe with me on this. What if that's when the Matrix took over for your life? You know what I'm saying? Where you had that time separation where it was like, yeah, maybe you were asleep for like a lifetime. And then all of a sudden you
Maybe.
woke up and it was just like people, like that's when
Well,
your alternate universe started.
it gets a little weirder too. Like they were like, hey, are you gonna vomit? And I was like, vomit? I was like, I feel fine. All I do is pass out. And I was like, what the? Like you just called this shit. I was like, dude, I was mind blown. I was like, dude, they just called my life. Like my life is on a
See,
timer, you know.
that's the Matrix. They
And
knew.
they were like, do you want to like call anybody? And I was like, call, throw up. Like I'm like still waking up. Like my brain's not processing
Right.
anything. And so like I call my dad. I go to the doctor. I go to the hospital. Actually, they like an ambulance came. The hospital was across the street, and they charged me $280 for the ambulance fee.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So yeah, and if I had known that, I would have just said no, like just let me stay here. But I didn't
Right.
know yet. That was my first time being rushed in the ambulance. And I get there, and in the ambulance, the guy's like, "You have a really, really low heart rate. Do you feel okay?" And I was like, "Sir, I feel like this every day. Like I feel absolutely fine." And he's like, "It's really low. Are you sure?" And I was like, "I am sure." And he's like, "Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna give you like an adrenaline shot, anyways. This isn't normal." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." He gives me the adrenaline shot, and I didn't feel anything. I didn't get any more energetic. I stayed the exact same. They brought me to a room after that. My dad came in the room. I spoke with him. My brother came, and I was just like talking to everybody. I was like,
Wait, you
I
didn't?
feel
Did you stay up that night?
no. I swear to God, like zero effect, zero, nothing. And
That's crazy.
and I don't know, like maybe I misheard him. Maybe it wasn't an adrenaline shot, but like they charged me for it. That's what it came up with on the bill. I was just like, dude, I told him first off, I'm fine. I don't need it. Why the hell did they charge me? And like second off, like it didn't even do anything. Like this is my heart rate. And my mom went in one time. I went in with her, and they told her the same thing. They're like, you have a really low heart rate. And I was like, what the hell? So I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where it's just like it's normal for me, but it's not normal for most people.
Right, exactly. See?
Yeah.
So
Sorry, go on.
Rafiki says, I wouldn't call peeps on TRT natty, but it's not like a cycle either. TRT is about finding your sweet spot for mental clarity, mood, and energy. Keeps you more stable. Natty's levels vary wildly day to day.
Yeah, that would be exactly what I would want it for too. Like I don't want to be this skinny. I'd love to get a little bigger, but like I'm not trying to get shredded. I don't really care about that. I really care more about my mind and my energy levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's 100% what it's about for me. It's like, dude, if I could experience some sort of pure happiness, again, or be satisfied with something, it would be amazing for me. It's just,
right.
I just keep searching, and it's weird.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating to me too, because I feel like it's one of those things that you can just fix. I feel like it's just like, oh, your mentality's wrong. Like you just need to get into a better routine and you'll be fine. Like you just need to work out more. You need to eat healthier. You need to go to bed earlier, Yeah. And then I don't do any of them. And I'm like, I don't know why I feel like this,
Yeah. No, I definitely feel you on that. So I gotta get tested. I gotta do something. You know what I mean?
Even if you find out it's not the problem, then at least you know.
Yeah. I mean, that is true, but everybody should go get some sort of like if you're feeling down, or if you're feeling like something's wonky, for sure get your shit tested. You know what I mean? Because it's better to try to nip it in the bud than just like live with it. You know what I mean? Like we're all adults here. Like take care of yourself, do your shit, and do what it takes. Because I mean, we're in a crypto like massive bear market right now. That's enough to drive anybody crazy. And so
you're not getting that dopamine level to bring you out of your depression anytime soon.
No, when it's all-time highs, we're all feeling great. You know what I mean? Like it's
you're feeling bad that you didn't invest a shit ton now when it's at all-time highs.
Yeah.
Like, don't let this opportunity pass you up. Don't go crazy. Like I said, I do think we're going lower, but don't also wait for the bottom of the bottom. Nobody ever plans that perfectly.
No,
doesn't happen.
Next thing you know, it'll go from 18 cents to 30 like that, and it's just gone in a flash.
Yeah, let's actually go through some of our NFTs we normally go through. So we already checked out Kongs. They're back.
We checked out Joe Kongs, 1900,
right?
Which is, I mean, it's surprising. The other day it went down to like what? There were a couple for
1750. I want to say
1750 or something. Yeah, and they got scooped up pretty quick.
Yeah,
I would say Clay Nation still holding strong. Like they went down 200. 200.
Not
That's
bad.
nothing. That's nothing.
Yeah. What's that, like 3%, 2%?
Yeah.
Not bad. But yeah, Clay's Equine. We always got to check up on Equine.
Somebody bought 58 Equine off the floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whew.
Over the weekend, they bought 58.
58. Actually, let's see.
Over the weekend.
Oh my goodness. So I'm assuming it's all this wallet. Oh my, it's all this wallet. So it's this one that ends with PL.
And no, just look at it. Just look at it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. Oh my god.
Look at this.
Oh my.
He's like, I bought 58 Equine over the weekend.
Bro, all floors? It looks like it.
Yeah.
It looks like he didn't even care. He bought some skins as well as some jockeys.
Yeah, you have
This
to buy
person-
jockeys.
This person went in.
Yeah.
They bought some yesterday, the day before.
Do you know why he said he bought those?
The jockeys?
No, why he bought the horses.
How come?
He's like, well, I was always a fan, but I saw my sister riding horses this weekend and racing them, and it inspired me. Who the fuck gets inspired and then buys 58 of these things? How much is that?
I'll tell you though, I had one of those moments where I was like, I'm thinking about buying Tesla, and maybe you've heard it before, but I was thinking about buying Tesla, and then I was watching the stock guy that I watch, and he was just like, if you're thinking about buying a stock, like it's one of those moments you'll never be sure. Like it's, you got to buy when you want to buy it or something like that. And I was watching Tesla like skyrocket back-to-back days before it did what it did. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, I just had one of those moments where like an epiphany in my head is like, I feel like I have to, and most amount of money I've ever made on a single stock in my life. So those moments, they mean something. So, I hope it pays off for this dude. Obviously, if it does, it'll pay off for me as well. So,
He has something for sale. Is he trying to afford more mallards?
But does he have a few mallards maybe? Or is he dumping mallards?
Oh, probably. If he has Hosky cash grabs.
Got a bunch of these Huskies. Holy.
Well, they were like 8 to mint, I think, or something.
They're very cheap. Yeah. Yeah, they're worthless now, but still, like.
That's a lot of Hosky.
He has no problem going all in.
Right.
So these are all of his NFTs. He must have transferred over his equines to another wallet.
He had to have done something.
Huh. I want to know where it went. I want to see him.
That's just kind of crazy.
That is crazy. Equine. Damn, that's awesome though. What about retro heads? Because I always thought they were going to have a comeback, and they continue to disappoint me. Damn, they're even half off from where I bought them. I didn't think it could go lower than 20. Huh.
I don't know.
I'll have to look into this a bit more. It looks like a lot of people lost faith.
Yeah, retro heads.
Maybe it's that strong competition from NFT Seeker.
Maybe. I think so.
Because NFT Seeker's got some cool stuff coming up.
Yeah, I know Seeker kind of went up there a little bit. Yeah.
They just released something today I want to show everybody. They just released, I think it's major announcements. Yep.
Yeah.
So this is their mint that they're coming out with. Doesn't say, it does say when. Wait, when? Next weekend.
So that's this weekend.
Okay. So this is minting this weekend. Dang, that came out today. I would have definitely included them in the video. Looks like tomorrow I need to make another video.
Yeah, looks like you got a video.
Well, that's actually cool. I was thinking about a video. I had some ideas in my head, but no, this is cool.
Yeah.
I love NFT Seeker. Plus, I owe Mad Miguel everything. Like he created my Discord bot, and he told me he was going to do it for free, which I gave him some money, but essentially everything that he did for me, he basically did it for free.
Yeah.
He did a lot. It looks amazing. But yeah, these are going to be what you can mint. And I'm not sure, because I know that me and Keith were talking. I'm not sure if the names are going to stay there, because one of the things we were discussing is that it'll be hard to flip these if you are a flipper, and you may not want to buy Lord Vader's or Cardano Keys, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So we'll have to see if they're actually going to put your name on it. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
So
either way.
I think something that you can do is if they have it on the website, I believe you might be able to change the metadata of your actual NFT on specific lines.
Right.
To make custom metadata.
But you have to keep the policy ID open for that, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it can only stay open for what, 2 years? 3
Well,
years?
no. So, you can keep it open indefinitely, but no, you can close it. Spacebuds does it.
Okay.
To where I can actually like name my Spacebud.
Yeah, I always wondered how that worked because I thought there was a limit on it, but I guess not.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
So.
Oh, America, what's up, homie? Glad you can mint. Did I get you a whitelist? Oh, because you own an Atlanick Ocean. That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up.
So what do you have to do? What do you have to do for them?
Oh, you mean like to get a whitelist?
to get a whitelist?
I think you just need to prove that you hold one of my NFTs. So I
Okay.
think you just go in there, open up a ticket, and talk to them.
Okay.
But yeah, I partnered with Dobin, by the way, from Labyrinth. I haven't really spoken on it yet, so let me just quickly talk about them because Dobin's amazing. I actually know Dobin through Ada Dolphin, and I'm always in. Well, not always, but I try to always be in their Twitter Spaces.
Okay.
But yeah, so here's Labyrinth, and then if you go to, maybe it'll just say in Labyrinth. But they have their higher realm. Is it higher voice? I think it's higher realm. That's what it's called. And it gives you some perks in their Discord. So you'll right here, higher realm. You'll get access to this chat. There's some other things that will be available. There will also be auctions. I almost said auditions. Auctions that you can participate.
Okay.
Yeah. So all you need to do is own an Atlanick Ocean, and there's a bunch of other NFTs that you can own as well. I don't know where they posted it in here. I do apologize, but yeah, there's plenty of other NFTs. I think a lot of them are like you need to own 2 or 3, but because there's so little oceans, you only need to own 1, baby. So yeah,
I
had to shout them out.
thought Riot House was going to be pretty good.
Riot House, that's right.
It had a chance.
Well, Riot House, which is it this one?
Yeah, the kickoff party.
So, this is basically how I felt about every mint last week is impossible to compete with Cornucopias. It always is.
Right.
I know it was only 6,000 assets, but it was a lot of ADA, especially the Copious ones up front. But, there was 1,500 people roughly going for the Copious and only 80 total. So it wasn't like they really squeezed out all that money from everybody who wanted it. But then there was Epic and large and medium and all that. But I mean, when I was looking at Cornucopia, we can go look at Cornucopia.
Did you end up getting any of them?
No, dude. I got so unlucky. And part of it's my fault, 100%. But the first one's just luck. So looking just at their land and seeing how much their land was and seeing what it is now, I was like, I can't really afford to lose anything. So I don't want to buy a small, medium, or large. I needed to get an Epic or a Copious because those are how you guarantee yourself money. Sure, you can get a mythical or a rare or a legendary, but you don't know if you're going to get those. So it's all a gamble. So yeah, the Copious one, me and Adam CNFT, we split our money together and we were like, all right, we're going to split the profits. And I just didn't get it. So I gave him his money back. No big deal. And then I went for the Epic and I was recording Boxcut. No. Mad Dog Car Club's video. And I had my screen up and I got it ready. And then I started recording the video and I was in a really good mood. I was like thinking about video ideas and I was like, how can I make these videos like more entertaining? Because I think like my videos, like, I'm kind of like a chiller dude, but like I need to bring some energy to the table regardless. That's how videos are made. So like I'm trying to improve my video ideas and stuff like that. And I was just in the zone. I was enjoying it. And I looked back like 20 minutes later and I just knew. I was like, I missed Epic. Yeah. I just got in the zone.
Shit. But that was a good intro though. That was a good intro.
It. Thank you.
Yeah, it was very good. I think everybody liked that in the comment section or whatever. They said, "Man, that was a great intro." Yeah, so that was pretty funny. That was good. I did like that a lot. So you had a good intro on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout outs to Mad Dog too. Their game looks pretty cool. If you haven't seen the video, the last part of the video I show some of their demo and it looks pretty cool. So Yep.
Which I'm hopeful for Mad Dog. Like I do like them. I don't think that people have ill intentions in the space. I think they're cool. Mad Dogs look pretty cool to me, to be quite honest. I hope something happens. Like they were a pretty big rage there for a while, man. What was their market sales? Like if you scroll up
total
2.94, that's not bad at all.
Not at all. That's up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what I was saying too in the video, I mean, these were actually 30 to 31 ADA when I made the video just 2 days ago.
Right.
So, basically I pumped it for ADA. No,
but not to brag, but
it's just
kind of a market maker.
But like my whole point was that they said the floor is not going to go lower than 30, and if that's true, which of course it can be true. They have 2.9 million ADA even after their sale. So they have plenty of funds to keep the floor above 30, you know?
Right.
So if you want to get in, I mean, it's extremely fair price, pretty low risk. You're basically risking 5 ADA right now, as long as they keep their word, which I think they have every reason to keep their word. So yeah, it's very fair price.
I think with the way, man, Boss Cat's at 700.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's exactly going on, you know. I know that they're building something like a Vox, you know what I'm saying, and it'll look fine. But there's just nothing. I mean, they have the aliens coming out, right? When do those come out?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we can see something inside of the.
Are you in their Discord?
I am.
Okay.
Let's see. Announcements. And then we'll look up alien. Let's see what comes up. Oh, man. We can do it this way. I was looking for the aliens. Is it aliens? This is how I have to search for everything. Because, like, going through every announcement is just tedious. I might have to, though. We are launching the very first short story competition for the aliens.
Okay.
Okay. That was last month. Well, actually, it's almost the end of this month, but yeah, it was last month. AMA, that's good news. AMA's on Discord.
It's on Discord, right?
Yeah, this was all like a month ago, by the way, so I'm like
Yeah.
super old. Let's see. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
On the way. Receiving the same amount of boss token. Starting on August 10th, we're randomly doing snapshots. If your Boss Cat Rocket Club in your wallet every snapshot, you'll be eligible for the Boss Cat Alien Club raffle. The first raffle draw will be September 1st.
Oh,
just after the mint.
Did you not cover their mint?
I guess not. Let's see. From September onwards, we'll do a random snapshot.
Chat, he done goofed.
I didn't even know about the mint, bro.
You goofed.
To be fair though, these are the projects that I actually don't mind missing. Not that I ever want to miss anything, but it's just that the people who own Boss Cats spent a lot of money on their Boss Cats. They know when aliens are minting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel guilty.
Yeah.
But let's see. Total July raffle pool. Raffle run. Okay, well, I guess. Well, no. They're minting tomorrow or the day after, because they said September 1st.
Hold on.
And then, which would be the day after. Because look, so it's actually in 2 days, I'm assuming.
Okay. Whoa, what the hell was that?
This?
Yeah.
This looks like an alien version of Alien Cats. Is this like Predator versus Alien?
Damn.
Is that what that is?
Damn.
That's what it looks like.
I might need it. That does look pretty dope.
It does. The background's pretty cool too.
That does look pretty freaking cool. Do they have any? Is there any more information? Keep going.
These pages are kind of cool.
They got comics and stuff. Yeah.
That's it. Let's zoom in on these. That happened a long time ago, when the boss planet was nothing but trees, cats, and scratches on the trunks. I like this like little baby boss cat.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
With hopeless lives. Da-da-da-da-da. Sunseat is exhausting. Okay. Big space rocket crashed into the planet. And then we go to their next one. One more page.
That's it. What's up, R2?
Yo, what up, dude? The creature did not respond. Damn, that actually looks... This could be a movie. I want to watch this movie.
That does look pretty cool.
I think everybody's kind of a sucker for that, like, ascending moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
How are we going to survive? What have you done? Oh, this is cool. Harvest as many fish as possible while the alien creature remained still. Okay, so he's just like chilling like this. He's just not talking.
Oh, okay.
He's zenned out. The cat tribe started working tirelessly all day. Okay, so there's probably gonna be more to this story.
Okay. Are they minting? Dude, seriously. Are they minting? That's Boss Planet.
Yeah. I don't. It wasn't like super
Go to sneak peeks. Let's see sneak peeks. Let's see what we're doing.
clear.
Okay, that looks cool as shit.
Yep. I mean, all of them look cool. I don't think there's any denying that this artwork is phenomenal.
That one's pretty nice.
I do like mustaches, and this
Yeah.
one's like kind of like tusky.
It's a tusk. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it could be a stash. Come on.
He has a mustache.
A pointy stash. And then all laser eyes, but like I like that.
Quad. Yeah.
The quad. Yeah, I don't. Oh man,
Yeah.
man. These. Now, do you think that these are going to be worth more than the Boss Cats? That's the question, right?
Man, I don't know.
I don't even know the mint price. That plays something into it. Let's see. I wish they had like a.
They have to have Boss Cat Alien Club like information.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Boss Cat Rocket Club, boss information.
There it is. Up. Boss Cat Alien Club, 8/27 of 2022. So it looks like
8/27. So 2 days ago. No. And then where's the mint though? Where's the mint price? Wait, that would mean that they've already minted though. They didn't mint, right? I don't see no alien. Where?
Oh damn! Bro. I thought that was Boss.
What? Did you reread? Did you read it wrong?
Yeah, the first one I was like, oh shit, it's Boss Cat Alien. And I was like, Alien Club. I was like, baby Alien Club. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's weird. Where it says it minted 2 days ago. No. Airdrop / raffle happened maybe 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to like critique one of the biggest projects we have, but like I feel like
what does the roadmap say?
One other Boss Cat area
what
here
is the
would be
roadmap?
nice.
What does the roadmap say?
Let's see. Nothing. Nothing about aliens. Unless I went really, really fast. I don't know.
That's it.
I don't know. We'll have to move on because we'll just be here all day. But no, it's all good. I wanted to figure it out too. Awesome artwork. But yeah, I'm gonna be excited for that. Hopefully, maybe that can bring back some hype to Boss Cat Rocket Club.
I mean, maybe. Yeah. I mean, maybe that's why it dipped. It's because the snapshot already happened.
Makes sense.
And so, either people got the raffle or they didn't, And so, yeah, who knows? Who knows?
What else did we have? I was talking about Pendulum today. How are they doing?
75. Still the same.
Yeah, about 25% lower than floor or mint price, but it's really not bad, especially with an art project.
No, I mean it's good. And they have Chaos, I think, coming out. Yep. I don't know about soon, but I know that he's working on the art for it. So,
yeah, Ori as well is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, I think that's in a couple days, right?
Yeah.
Now
price is high.
Price is super high, 252. I looked at some of the sneak peeks. Are you on the Discord?
I might be. I think so. Let me see. Or I was. I must have dumped out.
Oh, you dropped out. Okay. Shots fired, I guess. Wow.
And boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Verify. Let me in. Oh, nice.
Press the next button. And then I just got to put that in. All right. MSQEN. Boom. Nailed it. And then, so is it in announcements?
Sneak peeks should be
Sneak peeks.
down there. Up, up. Oh,
Boom.
right there.
Nailed it. That looks freaking sick.
Yeah, but go down. It's like those ones right there.
These ones?
I looked at some of those and they look kind of whack.
Fair. I don't know. I don't.
Hey,
honestly,
bro. Those look whack. You want me to spend 252 on that? Okay.
Look, I don't even, for me, like, I don't understand art like on that level sometimes. Like, people go kind of crazy, you know, with like art, and they'll be like, oh, you can see the lines, you can see the detailing, and like, I don't pay attention to any of that. For me, I was just looking at like other sales, you know, like 153K is a lot for 100 items, and you know, 40K for 30 items, stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's crazy, but it's like only a few items. You see what I'm saying? Like one item bought, right? And so like I don't understand how it says 40K here. Like, doesn't add up to me. But
well, because I think some sold on CNFT.io.
Oh, you might be right. You might be right about that.
Yes.
When I was doing like my in the head research, I was just using JPEG. So actually, I can probably throw out what I was going to say. But basically, what I was going to say is that there's just not enough volume on the aftermarket to support a 250 ADA mint price and then flipping that as well. But maybe I'm wrong. But that was just kind of my thought going into it, because sure, like you can flip maybe a collection that only has 30, right, for a crap ton of money because it's only 30. But you add in 10K collection for that much money. Like, first off, I don't think you're going to sell out. Not quickly, anyways.
Yeah,
And,
I don't know.
Which is fine if you don't sell out quick.
It depends on how dope the art is, right? If people can really connect to it, and for what it seems like, if you were to look at the sneak peeks, like it's not working for me.
Right. Now, this is what
360.
What I really want to talk about is Cornucopias had their mint, and then I wanted to go check out, I haven't done it yet. I want to go back and look at their pricing. So this was how much a small was, 472.
Right.
So you're already down a lot on the smalls. That's a way quicker drop off than what we saw for the lands. You know, the lands were like a 210, I want to say, mint price, and they're right now at like 150. Like, you're down like 50 ADA, you know, but instantly these people are already down like 100 and something ADA, like 100 ADA.
Yeah.
So this is really what I was like going through my head was, if Cornucopias isn't flippable with 6K assets, then what is?
No, they did 1.68 and secondary 1.68 mil.
Oh yeah, that's true, because the copiouses, the larges, the mythicals, the rarer ones, all of that are gonna buy, you know. But like, I always prepare for the smallest or the worst, because that's usually what you get. Those are the most common. Those are your stats. Those are your odds. Yeah. You know, you can't go buy 10 of these.
How much is a Copias selling for right now? Last I looked, it was like 9K.
They were 5,370 to mint, and let's go check out their floor price right now. Yeah, they were around 8,000 last time I checked. Oh wow, they went up. Nice. That's solid. So yeah, I mean, that's why I wanted to mint.
What does activity look like? Oh, it doesn't show just copious activity.
Right.
Right.
It's going to be hard to see that, but
look at that dip.
Epics.
That's when everybody was buying. Everybody was buying the copias, right? At that point.
Right. I was going to say the first day was copious, so it's really hard to tell like total volume.
Right.
But I mean, epics are still being bought for, what is this, 2,800, and what did they mint for? 32. So you even lost if you got an epic.
Dude, you're 400 down.
Yeah, I mean, some sold for even less than that.
So hold on, what's the floor price on an epic?
Let's go check. We'll go.
I mean, it could have dipped further, maybe.
2850. People have been scooping the bottoms. You know, in all honesty, I am debating buying an epic floor, just because What was the total amount of epics? I know
Not a
it's
lot.
Yeah, I know it's not a lot.
No, you
That's
should be able to look on JPEG on the pull down.
Oh, right. 320
320. That's
out
it.
of the 6K.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And to be completely honest, I actually think the rarities don't matter for this one.
Really?
The rarity, yeah, because the rarities give you kits. So if you have a mythical, you get 5 kits. And the kits are going to be I don't remember all of them, but they're like, instead of like placing trees in every specific spot to make your land out, you can use like a preset. So your kits are like your presets.
Right.
But I don't know if you get like, guaranteed one of each, or if it's always random, or if you can like choose. I don't know how that's going to work, but
It's gonna be another mint.
and then these will give you priority.
No, I'm just
Or
saying.
you're playing with me.
For sure.
I was like, damn, like
It's gonna be another mint. Mint whatever
Yeah.
you want. 78.
because like the other ones make sense. Picking where your land is going to be as a rarity and in which order, that all makes sense to me. Those are going to retain their value longer.
Right.
But these, like, I'm not enticed to buy a mythical epic or a mythical copious. I'll just buy a
Right.
regular one because it's not going to change any of the aesthetics. It's only going to give me a kit, which I can buy later with Kobe token. So, or at least I think I can. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But I would imagine. So yeah, I really don't think the rarities actually matter too much. Obviously, rares are going to still be worth more, and legendary is still worth more. I get it, but it doesn't matter, in my opinion, as much as the others mattered. So if you want to get some of these, just buy a floor. Just my opinion.
Arrow said he's been buying and selling raccoons to get a better base multiplier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I had a prediction. I haven't looked at raccoons yet. My prediction in my head was that Cornucopias was going to do okay, like it's doing, but like the floor was going to be kind of bad for most of them, like the smalls and mediums. And people would kind of get frustrated with that and then maybe go back to the hype mints that came right before it. So I was hoping raccoons would maybe go up. I don't know. This is a moment of truth for me.
This is a moment of truth.
Oh.
Nope.
That stinks. I did sell 2 raccoons. I sold a captain, which was a 1.25 multiplier. I sold him for 450.
Oh, wow.
Which is not too bad. I really wanted him, but I had to take profits. I just felt like I never take profits, and I'm going to be kicking myself if I don't. And then I sold, I think it was a Cardano Eye. Let me check. So this one, or did I sold, okay, this was a base one for 220, or maybe 180 or 200. I don't remember, somewhere around there. But yeah, he had a little med kit.
Nice.
Yeah. So I still hold 7. Yeah, I still hold 7, but I sold 2.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, you always have to take profits, dude, somewhere.
Yeah. I usually always sell my worst ones and keep my best ones, and then the project kind of like trails away and I'm stuck with assets that nobody's buying, and I'm like, I really just should have sold the best ones.
Right.
So that's why I sold off one of my captains.
That's what you do. What you do is, if you want to make money, you buy the floor items, and then the first people up that sell or buy, people that want to get in the project, if it gets hyped, is they're going to buy the base ones. So then you just resell.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I may just buy more. I really think this project, like, look at that. Actually, this isn't a 159 floor. This is a 159, like just one of them. You know what I mean? It instantly goes to 170.
Right.
So that's not bad. And
No,
if somebody's walking outside, man, and they see their sister riding a raccoon, they might just buy 50 of these. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true. Somebody might get inspired again to sweep the floor.
You never know.
So yeah, I was thinking about doing that with my chilled conch, right? My 840. Should I try to sell it for like 12K right now? 15K?
That's not your pimp one, right?
That's my pimp one.
But we've been over this so many different times. You can't get rid of it.
I know, I can't ever get rid of it. It's like every time I'm like, yeah, but think about the profits, and like,
and I'm like, yeah, you should do it. And you're like, yeah, but
and then I could sweep the floor of a little bit of Kongs. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get a bunch of Kongs. Like, think about if you sold it when we talked about it. You know, the floor price was higher. You know, you
Yeah.
probably could have gotten a better price, and it maybe
Yeah.
would have sold. And now you could have had all that money and bought the floor. But in reality, what would have really happened? You probably would have sold it instantly, bought at least a few instantly because you don't want to be like
Right.
out, you know. And then,
Well, so I would have searched for one that I could stomach being my forever Kong, right?
gotcha.
Like, because you'd have to find one probably for like 8K at the time. Because if you look at the ones that are like probably 5K, 8K right now, like if they could be my forever Kong, you know?
5K, 8K.
It might take a while.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh Pete's. So if we were to look like one that could be my forever Kong
I will start looking here.
that I could identify with. Okay, none right there.
I know you like the Citrons.
I do. See the one at 49? That was one of my first Kongs that I minted.
49.
Yeah, right over there. The
This one.
2485. Yeah.
Oh, that was one of the ones you had.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one's sick. I
Yeah.
want to say like cool and sick at the same time.
Yeah.
This one's awesome.
Those are my first ones I ever had. So, yeah. But no, that wouldn't be my forever Kong. I don't know. Oh, damn.
I can't go back.
All
can
the
I?
way. Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, damn.
Rip. I
But
wish I guess we can go high to low.
so yeah, if you were to go
What is
down,
the most expensive? 3.26 million?
for that little guy.
Hey, man. I feel you. Everybody trying to get the bag.
Yeah. But I was like thinking, like, what could my forever Kong be? You know?
This one reminds me of you a little bit. Of
Just a
your
little bit.
pimp suit. He's got the this guy's ready to go to work though.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's
Dude, this is you right here, man. He's got the hairnet on, man. He's ready to go flip up some dough. Just he's got the joint in his mouth.
Shit.
He's chilling.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. The
This one's
one
cool, too.
the one that I had was like a purple on purple pimp, which I like that one, but I think it was too eclectic.
Is yours better than this one?
Oh, what?
Is yours better than this one?
The one that I have right now?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I mean, it's the pimp suit, right? Like, I don't know what other attributes you got.
Yeah, look at 840. Okay, just keep
840.
that aesthetic. Keep that aesthetic in mind.
I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna go boom. I'm gonna go. I thought there was a duplicate button, but whatever. We'll go boom. Bring that there. Go back. Oh, freaking A.
Now look up 840. Search
840.
8088 NFTs. Right. You just go 840. Wait, what?
Maybe 00840.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's a freaking G, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the Halo's got to be more rare than the hairnet, I would imagine.
Right.
I mean, he's got a fat cigar. It's got to be a Cuban.
Right.
And he's also got the other guy had a chain on too, though. To be fair.
Yeah.
Y'all
They all
both
have chains.
Yeah.
They all have the chains.
And he doesn't need a joint. He's already stoned.
Yeah, he's already stoned.
So, yeah, this Kong's just better all around.
I want to say that's like one of the better pimps in there. Like if you look at the pimps.
Yeah.
That's
Worst
one-
case scenario, I mean, you seeing this one for 22. Do you think this guy's just asking for too much, or do you think like you were willing to like sell this for cheaper?
Oh, I'd probably go like right now, I'd probably go like 15K
Okay.
and be happy.
So you guys hear it, 15K. If anybody's got it,
That's it.
hit 'em
That's all
up.
you need.
Hit 'em
15K.
up.
Allow me
That'd
to
actually be a good deal too. That you wouldn't have to pay all those fees.
Yeah, and
If
sweep
you
the
found
floor.
somebody.
Sweep the
Yep.
floor.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'd buy at least probably
Always use an
4.
escrow though. Always use an escrow.
Always use
Nice.
escrow. That is correct. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, looking at Kongs, I think who else? We always look at Aeonium Sky.
Oh yeah.
What's up, A-Dubs?
Yo, what up, dude? So the blocks, are they still going crazy?
They're still killing it.
I checked blocks 2 more, so they
Yeah.
came down a little bit, but
They came down a little bit.
I'm still very, very happy. I own 2 of these only, but man, I mean, some people, I mean, I minted mine, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm happy for
Right.
sure. And this was one of those projects I always knew was going to do well, and I just, for whatever reason, couldn't pull the trigger. And that stuff frustrates the hell out of me because these were cheap.
Yeah.
These were cheap. Like these were when me and you could have went and gone and gotten 10 at a time. You know what I mean? Like they were at some points like 30 to 58.
38.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Book token. That was something that I looked at. I don't know exactly how that works.
Is
But
it an NFT?
they have like Moby Dick and all these other ones. They have the Monster series, right?
Okay.
Do you get the actual digital book copy?
Full ebook.
Yeah.
I would imagine you do. I would imagine maybe you have to go into their Discord and claim it, and then use like maybe a Discord login or something on their website to get it.
Maybe it comes as the NFT.
Well, these are the 2 things that are attached to the NFT. So I don't think so. I don't know. I've actually not heard much about this project.
Really?
Got a good floor though. When did these mint?
Oh, this was like a day or 2 ago. A couple days ago, probably.
Oh, this is interesting. Man, I wish I knew about that.
Yeah, so they have different books, different tokens.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't even know about these. Damn. Nice call, Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw them on Twitter for past couple days. I would say it kind of rose up a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm drawing a blank on the one project. It's got like its own city. It's an old school project. They minted like a month ago. I bought 2 of them. Citizens.
Beyond Rocket Citizens?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
It'll be fine though. Like Beyond Rockets is always they're always doing something.
I bought some cool ones too. Let's see. Did mine at least hold some sort of value?
Yeah, they got the Gutenberg Bibles collection that I saw.
Actually, mine are holding value. I'm cool with that.
So you're all right.
I didn't get that one. Yeah, I got the other one. And then what was the other one? I got a hoodie. I got a blue hoodie.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Icon hoodie? Yeah.
So I'm still barely up, but I just like the artwork. These were just something I felt uncomfortable not owning. I don't know if that makes sense to everybody. A little FOMO, I felt it, but like, yeah, I just think the artwork for like pixel art isn't always like the greatest, but like this right here is special to me.
It works.
Yeah. It's just really clean. It's like Minecraft clean.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Drop a future project to look out for. Ancient Dragon Alliance.
Ooh.
We were quick on Twitter, seeing a lot of well-known names in the space following them. Twitter, Ancient Dragon Alliance.
Ancient Dragon Club. Ancient Alliance. 0 following. I see you.
See what you're doing there.
From one edge of the world to the other, their will was absolute.
Mallard.
I see the mallards. And then a little Raid Shadow Legends. Not sponsoring the channel, of course.
Way to go, Raid. Sponsoring everybody else. RTFKT. Red Fact. They're an ETH, I think. The
This is an ETH project?
No, trending over to the right. RT Effect or whatever. Yeah. That's like an ETH.
Emerging Worlds, Next Gen Sneakers.
Yeah.
Man, they're trying to copy Cypher Kicks.
No, look up OpenSea. Look at OpenSea real quick, and then there's the Oris. They fucking look ugly.
Is it RT?
RT. Yeah, it'll come right up. You can just click on a. You can click on a basic one.
I don't think this is it.
No, that's definitely not it. You
Yeah.
got in the.
Where did I go? Here we go. What was it? RTFKT. RTFKT. One item. I'm assuming it's this one. No,
It's Clone X.
shoes?
You can look at Clone X.
There we go.
Okay.
Nike Dunk Genesis.
Crypto Kicks.
0.53. So what is that? Like 800? 900?
Yeah.
Pretty good. I don't know what they minted for.
For some basic sneakers. Yeah, that's pretty freaking good.
Yeah. I don't know what they minted for, but they glitch out a little bit too.
Yeah.
Man, we really need some cool stuff like this on Cardano. You know how much this would go for on Cardano? This would be like #1 project tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. It's not going to take.
I'm joking, but no, I'm joking. But you know what I'm saying, like.
So while you're on OpenSea, just look at a couple projects and tell me what you think, and if you think we're far off. You know,
all of this seems right up our alley.
Right, we're right on par, right there.
Yep.
Hello Kitty.
This looks super nice. I don't know if I've seen something like that.
Yeah, Wookiee art diarrhea, I think would be pretty well. Oh, something that I looked at, jar art. Did you see that on not on there, but on JPEG? On JPEG, jar art.
Jar art.
It's kind of trippy.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. But
man, I bought some cool art a long time ago, like some AI art, and then I see stuff like this, and I'm like, man, maybe I should have bought this instead.
Like if you go down, like it gets pretty good, man.
I just think it's crazy that it goes from like, this to
they have a dragon.
Like,
they have
like
a Dragon
this.
Ball Z one.
Yeah, but then it's like this. Like what? This? How? You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's just animated. Yeah.
No, it's just funny to me. Like everything else is like so detailed.
Go down.
And you have like
down. Look at the little Super Saiyan one.
Super Saiyan.
Maybe it's off. Maybe somebody bought it.
There's got to be more though, right?
Look,
here it is.
That dude.
58.
Yeah.
He's powering up, man.
And like some of this shit, I actually thought was pretty cool, man. Trippy.
It is.
Some scary. Like some look freaking kind of weird and scary.
It's a jar in a jar.
Yeah.
It's kind of an optical illusion, the way that works. It kind of looks like it's in the background of it.
Right.
No, they look cool. I don't know what they're doing, but cool art.
Go down like further, I guess. But some of these look like trippy.
I like that one.
Yeah.
And then her face is the jar.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of crazy. AI Ant Mid Journey. Have you been art? I don't know. AI Ant. Never mind. You did mean Ant. Oh, is this the same thing? Like same artist?
It seems pretty close.
Right? This looks really cool.
Yeah.
Is this smoke blowing into him or him blowing smoke into the... I don't know. I thought this was a microphone, but I can't tell.
Yeah, it's a mic for sure.
Huh. Because it looks like this is a wire. I guess it is AI art, though.
Yeah.
Now that I think Ant was the first. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Does look, but yeah, if you look on OpenSea, man, like for most projects, like this one's cool. I mean, but it looks similar to that shit, doesn't it?
Yeah, like all of this stuff looks very like Cardano related or like similar.
So yeah, look at the Clone X. That's what I was
Clone
talking about
X,
right there.
7.2 ETH.
Yeah, for this.
See, and we were talking about this on the channel before too. We were talking about how like pop PFPs or whatever don't do well if they're humanized because
Right.
people can't like associate their own life within like another person's like look, I guess, or whatever.
Right.
But here it looks like they're telling you no, you're wrong. Like PFPs can be whatever.
I mean, they can. I mean, but it's like, well,
Maybe not for Cardano. I don't know if that's gonna continue to kind of stay with that trend, but I'm just saying like I don't know, this is as humanistic as it gets.
yeah, it's pretty close.
I mean, they're cartoons. I get it, but like,
Yeah.
you know, we have clay cartoons too. I guess that works too. I don't know. Everything is so kind of convoluted, but no, these look sick. Why is the floor price so high for this? Like, what is it? Just like a really popular
Yeah.
project?
Became really popular. But if you look at Explore,
20,000.
go to the Explore tab
Okay.
up there, yeah, and just go to rankings. Photo finish live.
Where's the rankings?
What the fuck is that? Maybe stats. Go to stats. I'm sorry.
All good.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
stats and then
Oh,
rankings.
God. Yeah, just go to rankings.
Okay, so Daigaku?
Genesis.
That is so crazy.
Floor price of 15.
That's insane.
ETH.
And there's 743 owners.
But see, look at the other ones, right? So you go down and you have derivatives, right? In the top. It's like the what is it? Woman Ape Yacht Club.
These are in the top? Oh, it's 0.08. Maybe it's like what, the top for the week or something?
Yeah, 24 hours.
Okay.
But
That
it's
makes
like
sense.
then you have those projects. Like, don't get me wrong, like
These would not sell well on Cardano at all.
now, hey, what do you think about the rare A Pepe Yacht Club right there? I actually was thinking about getting one of these right there.
Yeah. Let me
Click.
see. I would need to know more about the project. Like the art can do it. It's not bad art by any means. I just don't know anything about the project.
But it's like, but even this, I would consider this a derivative, right?
Yeah, 100%. Bored Ape Yacht Club and Rare Pepe's turned together. I mean, yeah, that's a derivative.
Right.
And that's kind of crazy too. You know, we give derivatives over here the worst name possible. We don't even give them a chance. So I don't know. It's just a different culture, I guess. I don't know. Like I don't know what I really agree with yet because I'm still forming my opinions. But like I don't really see anything wrong with derivative projects. I just think if somebody's going to create a derivative project out of laziness and be like, I don't have like a creative idea, I just need something to like launch my project and I want to do whatever. It's just like, all right, I have no tolerance for that. But like if you're just like, I want to do this and like I want to kind of have this name behind it because I like this or whatever. Like if it's, I don't know, it can be done and it can be fine. Right. But it's just, I think it's hard to tell. I think it was Fettuccini who said it, you know, you really want to be proud of your project and to have original art is the easiest way to associate like your project with yourself. If you have art that's similar to another project, it's kind of hard to be proud of that. So I couldn't agree more with that sentiment.
But I think, you know, art-wise, we're not far off.
Not super far. I think when I first started, I was like, we aren't even close. But we've had a lot of projects come out of nowhere, and we've had some really good art come out. I mean, we've had like Block Owls have really upped the game for like art. Pendulum was amazing as well. Like, yeah, we're really not too far off. But there's even still like there's something that I don't know what it is. We'll go back to the Rare Pepes, but like something about this looks like a cleaner, like more professional NFT, and I don't know what it is. I guess it's an art style. I guess. But like,
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe you don't see it, but like when I
No,
look at it,
I mean, I could see it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I don't know what stops us from having something like that. You know what I mean? Or that sort of feeling. Like it's kind of hazy, almost like glossed finish, right? And so it almost looks like it has a worn, like kind of finish to it, to where it's
Yeah.
almost like washed out a little bit.
I think what it honestly is it's probably a bias that I've built up in my head by looking at ETH NFTs and
Right.
seeing that there's kind of like a trend and noticing that they're worth more, and then seeing Cardano NFTs, noticing a trend and seeing that they're worth less. So
Right.
I'm probably just biased naturally based off of the art.
Right. Because if you look at a Bored Ape, like, don't get me wrong, like, do they look pretty cool? Yeah, for sure. You know, but this is the first thing where it's a status symbol, dude. 100%.
So 1540, and then we're going to multiply that because I remember the last time I checked, I actually made a video on it.
It's
And,
like 197.
yeah, 79 divided by 1, we'll do 1500 on the dot. 118K. So they're back up. These were at 96,000.
Well, you can click on it and find the
dollar
you can
value.
click on any one and it'll show you the floor price in dollars.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. These were up, or these are up. When I think it was 2 to 3 months ago, I made a video talking about Cardano NFTs and ETH NFTs and how ETH NFTs were way down and Cardano wasn't. These were at $96,000 a piece when I did that video. So it's cool. Like a lot of people are like, NFTs are going down the drain. It's like they dipped for sure. Yes.
Right.
And a lot of projects got hit like crazy over on other blockchains. But, I don't see that narrative happening anymore. If I start to see the most because I think Bored Ape Yacht Club is the most prominent NFT, I would say.
100%.
So
100%.
if I don't see Bored Ape going any lower, like that's my Bitcoin for NFTs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think we're good. I think that's a really good sign.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some other things like Invisible Buddies. Where are those at?
Invisible.
Well,
Invisible Friends.
Invisible
right?
Friends. Sorry. Yeah, not buddies.
Oh, you're good. I mean, still 3.
Yeah. These
Not
guys
bad.
were taken by the thing by storm.
Man, see, like, as a Cardano investor, like I'm always so tempted. Like I don't know crap about Ethereum stuff, and if I were to go over there, I'd lose some money before I got good at it. That's just how it happens. So I'm not really willing to do it. But like, there's so much potential over there. These mints, like they don't just double and then you can sell out the next day. Like they like triple, 10x, 50x. Like they change your life.
Yeah.
For the good or the worse.
Well, yeah, because look at Mechaverse. MEK, I think it's MEK. I want to say no, like MEK.
Oh,
no C.
Mechaverse 20. Okay.
Now look at the last sale
On
that thing.
Activity.
No. I'm saying like on that particular NFT, it should show you like last sale.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is an offer? These are offers. Okay.
But it should show you like the last sale. Item activity, maybe?
Item activity.
It's normally one of the first things. It's normally
minted.
one of the first things. Hold on.
Sales, transfers. Yeah, it does have sales on here. Maybe it was never sold.
Okay.
It was minted and then transferred once a year ago, and now this person's finally trying to sell it a year later.
Hold on.
I mean, we're in a bear market. I'll go to another one just to test it.
So buy now.
Yeah. So this one sold for 0.2031 2 days ago.
Really?
And it also sold for 0.385 4 months ago.
0.34 last sale. 0.2. Holy shit. See, but some of these were bought like at a 0.78. So
These
the
are
highest,
like 3.1.
I think one of the highest sales on here was like 22 ETH. Yeah, dude, look at this one. Okay, so number 2376. Last sale was 6.1 ETH. 6.1 ETH. And this guy is selling it for 0.28.
6.1 ETH is what it was bought for,
Yes.
and he's selling it for 0.28.
Yes. Number 2376.
I mean, if you bought a lot of these and you're in profit, maybe that's not too bad. Or if you own other things, you've taken some risks on some of the things and you're up, that's not so bad. But like, yeah, that mint, that flip, that particular asset, you lost a decent bit of money on it.
Right. Yeah.
There was one, I made one video on an ETH project, and that was Mooning Monkeys. And I have not checked on them since I made that video. I completely missed out on the mint. They didn't want to give me the whitelist spot, I guess, whatever it was. I was trying to get help from Louis from those AMAs, and it just didn't work out. I think he's still bullish on this project. But
Mooning Monkeys?
Yeah, Mooning. Why is it not here? Mooning. Dude, what?
Mooning Monkey Project?
Mooning. It was like Mooning Monkey or Mooning Apes or Mooning Monkey, yeah.
How many was supposed to be in there?
How many?
Oh, shit. That was it. That's it right there.
Yeah, this is it. So the hype behind this was Mr. Beast supported the project or whatever, or he used his money to fund it or
well, that's always terrible.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, Mr. Beast, like, oh, and like, you know, Louis from those AMAs has helped me out. Like, I should definitely do this. I'm glad it didn't work out, but like, you know, I was this was going to be my first ETH entry. I think it was pretty expensive too. I think it was like 0.25 ETH to mint at the time.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I think, or I don't know, it was a lot. It was like a couple $100. Like I was talking to my dad. I was like, yo, let's like split it. You know, I'm glad it didn't work out. But,
imagine if you just got one Bored Ape back in the day.
I didn't even know about NFTs back then, man.
$200. $200.
I wouldn't have done it. I'm not a risk taker like that. Once I see the money, like then I become kind of the risk taker. But I'm not usually the first to like dive in and set that road for everybody else. I'm usually the one that's like, all right, let me see how this played out for other people. Like, okay, this seems safe-ish with a lot of risk. Like that's my goal. Like, I don't know.
So when Journey Crypto, who was a crypto YouTuber that I watched back in the day or whatever, this is like a year and a half ago. So I watched him back in the day and he was like, yo, I think these Bored Apes are going to take off. And everybody in the comments were like, no way, so stupid or whatever. There he is. See, and he has a Bored Ape and he's kept it ever since.
Solid.
But he minted a bunch, I guess. And so, I mean, Bored Ape took like a couple days to mint out, you know, but once he said like, yo, I think this is a project to look out for. Like, it's pretty cool. I don't know what it is, but I really like it. It just, bro, it skyrocketed. And the next thing you know, they're getting Post Malone. You watch the VMAs?
I didn't.
Or the movie awards for MTV Movie Awards?
No, I didn't see it.
Snoop and Eminem were on there, right? And they did a whole like song dressed up as like Bored Apes.
Yeah, I didn't see the VMAs, but I know the song that you're talking about because they did a music video for it.
Yeah, and they did a live performance and it cut to the thing. So if you look up Snoop, like Eminem, Snoop Dogg, yeah, right there. So that's the actual thing, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at the metaverse that they're building.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, it's so cool that we have Snoop Dogg over on Cardano, at least a little bit, like to whatever degree.
And then they just take off. Like, look.
Yeah. No, that's so cool. Yeah, because Eminem owns one, Snoop definitely owns one.
Yeah,
Malone.
Post
How are
Malone
a
does.
lot of people? Like a lot.
Bunch
Like I
of
probably
bunch of
couldn't even name
NBA,
them.
bunch of NBA people.
Yeah.
Kardashian owns a fucking Bored Ape.
When do we get our first huge celebrity besides Snoop Dogg, like in the space? And who do you think is going to be with? Like
That's
we started with Good Charlotte. We upped it a little bit to Snoop Dogg, or a lot, however you want to look at it. Now who do we get?
I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know who's relevant anymore. You know, is it a TikTok star? You know, is it a YouTuber? Is it,
Oh
you know,
man, I would be kind of bummed if we got a TikTok star. I'm not gonna lie. Like nothing against TikTok
I
stars. You
get
gotta be a
it,
certain
but
one.
that's
But
what
like
kids connect with, right? The
I
future
know, but we're
generation.
competing with like, we're competing with like Ariana Grande, Post Malone, like some big freaking names. Like I don't want like, I don't know, what's her name selling bathwater or whatever the hell. Like, I don't
Belle
want her
Delphine?
over. Yeah,
No, Belle
like
Delphine, bro, no. We openly welcome whoever the fuck wants to come in.
I
That
get
is the
it.
point.
I get it. But like it's kind of like an embarrassment,
See,
it's
look,
just
they're
like,
hanging out. They're hanging out. Look where they're hanging out, dude.
yeah.
Now it's
Yeah,
got
no, I
the
see
other
it.
side or whatever.
Kevin Hart,
We did have
dude.
Kevin Hart. We did have Kevin
We
Hart.
did we?
Yeah.
Did I miss who? With who? What project?
Man, I wanted he launched his own project on ETH, but then he came and backed up some project. I totally forget. Was it Arrow? Tell me who the project where he backed him up. It was like because they were talking to him about it and shit.
I know we had Two Chains retweeted Mad Dogs. We
Yeah,
had um another one tweet out Mad Dogs. We had Manny Pacquiao with his own,
but now he's got his own.
right? I don't know, man. I feel like it's always nice, but I kind of feel like we could have a bunch of celebrities and it wouldn't change too much. I feel like we really need to enter the next stage. Like
Like,
Cardano having like Hydra, like game changer.
right. I think that's okay, but really all everything it has to do with is the community before the celebrities get in. Because I'm going to be quite honest with you, celebrities are not in touch with reality. Period. End of story. They don't. They have a single clue.
It's
They
not
live
even
in
their fault, really.
they live in a completely different world than what we do, right? So to be quite honest with you, um,
That's
the
cool.
project has to be big. It has to come out and it has to have a strong like community, I would say.
Yeah.
And then celebrities would jump on board like naturally,
Yeah.
but also at the same time, you have to pay. And I'm saying, like, if you have a mint, right? Like, if Cornucopias has a mint, and let's say I have a PFP project that mints out like Cornucopias, right? Where I all of a sudden have 7 point whatever mil in the space. I'm taking that 7 point whatever mil and I'm trying to spread that to as many influencers as possible at that point.
Yeah.
And then that is how it hits. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't think Snoop was somewhat paid for that? You don't think Eminem was paid for
Oh,
that? Of course he
definitely.
was.
Definitely.
Steph Curry, 100%.
Oh, he was probably paid the most.
Right. And these people, they don't necessarily care about NFTs. They have so much money where they don't have to care about it. They
It's just
don't care.
another advertising role for them,
Yeah, that's all it is. It's like, man, I'll hip with the kids now.
Yep.
This will boost my sales. If I get a Bored Ape or whatever, it'll boost my sales because
Right.
now I'm a part of that club or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
they used it, Blue Magic used it to boost Boss Cats,
right.
And nothing wrong with that. That's
No,
marketing, man. I think a
no
lot of
doubt.
people get marketing confused with like being dishonest. And I do think it's like a middle ground. Like there is definitely a line you can cross. But, I think good marketing kind of touches that border. I'm gonna be honest with that.
But if you look right there, like that's the other side, like metaverse or whatever. That's 100% other side.
What do you mean other
So
side?
that's what their metaverse is called, man. It's the other
Oh,
side.
okay. Gotcha.
It's going to involve CryptoPunks. It's going to involve, man, me bits or whatever. And it's going to involve, you know, all the Bored Apes and Mutant Apes and other things like that. And so, yeah, but I mean, to be quite honest with you, like, if you had 7 mil in ADA, right, you have to build a community, and it, like, they have spots on MTV now, which MTV is not what it used to be when I was a kid, right? It's not as big. It's not.
You'd like wake up early in the morning, try to hear your song before you rush to the bus stop.
But
I don't know if y'all remember that, but
they also
you know, like, you're gonna be at a loss if you're creating a metaverse project right now. I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna spend all that money developing. You're going to have servers that you're paying to keep up while nobody's online.
Bro, take a look. Look at this shit. Like, look at the promotion that they have for Bored Ape, right? They got all over the place. They're hanging out on stage. We got Bored Apes on stage all over the place. And this is just free advertisement, man. For you.
And how cool, like, owning a Bored Ape, man, like, I'm not a show-offy person, but, like, bro, I would be showing off like crazy. I'd be like, yo, you see that Bored Ape over there?
Yeah, that's my Bored Ape, dude.
Own one of those? Yeah, or that, oh, that's mine? Like,
yeah.
Bro, I wouldn't shut up the whole night. I'd be like, they use my Bored Ape.
Yeah.
I'm charging.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, that's so
and
cool.
So that's what we talked about in the Kong's Discord. We sat there and we were like, dude, what are we gonna do? And I was like, yo, the only thing that you can do is you have to make these Kongs your own, right? Like, give them a personality.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I can be clean, but I can be Clean Kong, you know? And then all of a sudden it's up to me, like, well, how do I want to market it? Okay,
Clean
I want to create.
I like that.
What?
Clean Kong, I like that.
Right. And so it's like, I want to sit there and I want to create a fucking comic, or I want to create like an animated YouTube series, right? Where this Kong goes around and like is mischievous or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
make it your own, do some promotion, do some advertisement or whatever, because you're only going to make your sitting within the NFT space better.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's what everybody wants too. If you own an NFT project and you see your NFT project that you just bought or minted, like, imagine if you were watching TV or on Netflix, because nobody watches TV anymore, and you see like an advertisement for, I don't know, well, Netflix, you wouldn't see it. You get what I'm saying? Hulu. All right. And you see an NFT for your, or a advertisement for your NFT project. Would that not make you really happy? Would you not be like, hell yeah, like, people are seeing my NFT, like, it's actually real, it's here, you know, as opposed to like you mint, and then when you get off this computer, you can't even tell your friend about it. Nobody knows. You're just kind of like, oh, well, hopefully it goes up in money so I can show him money. He knows money, you know, but.
Right. And so that was one thing that I considered. So like, we sponsored a softball team or whatever. And so we got our name like on the back of the like practice jerseys and stuff like that. And like up on like a banner at the home games and this, that, and the other, which was cool. But we have like a local kind of what is it? It's like a tryout league for the MLB and shit like that. Like, it's people that are trying out to get on like a prospect. It's a prospect team, right? And so I was like, man, I wonder how much it is to hang an advertisement, you know, in one of the back walls. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much is it? Because it's like, well, you know, if I could hang, you know, let's say like a Lucky Lizard Club or something like that, that would help to actually get it out there to the NFT space, to all over the place. And I think, I think, you know, there's one avenue to take, to have that real life advertisement for a project or whatever. Are you pitching the idea to go beyond promoting the project and promoting a specific asset, your PFP specifically, building a personal around it? Yeah. So, kind of, I mean, I think if you create something that's addicting to like watch or whatever, like, let's say it's you give the Kong, like, let's say, or my lizard, a certain personality that people like, naturally they're going to be like, oh, it's a part of this project or whatever, you know, it's part of the NFT space, number one. then it's like, well, what on what chain? Okay, it's on Cardano, and 2, it's part of this project. So you're promoting all 3 things, right? And so yeah, giving it a persona would be good, as long as that persona is good and recognizable and followable. If that makes any sense. Like, is this something you can get down with? Is this something I can relate to? Is it funny?
Yeah. Like when people look at the Bored Apes now, they're gonna associate with that concert that they just put on, or with that song.
Because now they're in the same club as Eminem.
Right. And before that, though, it would have just been like, whatever other advertisement that they saw or whatever other idea that they built in their head, because that's all these things are, Atlantic's Clay, for example, is him. Like, yeah, basically 100%. And, like I've always thought this way. Like when I create names online, one of the first names I ever had was just like generic. It was just like my name. It was Nick R34 because that was my baseball name. But when I played online, people thought I was being racist because my name was Nick R. So they thought I was trying, and I was like, no, like that's my name, and I was forced to change it.
You got reported.
Yeah, I got reported.
Yeah, you got reported.
Yeah, and I thought it was hilarious because I was like, dude, this is just my name. Like I'm just trying to like play my game, but so I had to change it, and I was like, all right, this is like basically a free pass because you had to pay to change your name back in the day.
$10.
Right, unless you got reported. So I was like, okay, let me if I could never change my name again, like what would it be? And I didn't change it to Atlantic. But later on in the future, I continued to have those thoughts. And I just thought, like, I don't want anything with a number in it. I don't want to be like Nick 456 or like, like anything with a number in it is not unique. So I thought of Atlantic because like ATL and then Nick, and I'll just throw in the A, it'll be like the ocean. And I was like, all right, cool. A bunch of things going in that name. Because I can like promote that. Like I can be Atlantic. Like that's way easier to remember than like Nick 45678. People be like, oh, it's Nick and then a number. Like, anyways, I'm happy with like choosing a Clay and sticking with that as like who I am and my name behind it. Like all of it kind of comes together.
And so and I've thought about this with projects and stuff like that. Like, how can we? Because I mean, you can't leave it all up to devs. That's the thing. So like. The problem is when promoting something, you can't leave it all up to the people who are in charge of the project. Like, don't get me wrong, they bear some responsibility for that. But, you're going to have people at the ground level willing to like get dirty with marketing and other things like that, right? Like shouting from the rooftops, like, this is the most badass thing, like, la-di-da-da. That's great, because you need cheerleaders like that. Like, I was kind of underwhelmed with Kongs in a way. The fact that so there wasn't as much advertisement as I thought there should be or would be or anything like that, but it's not my project. I'm just a part of it. But then I've always been introspective to where I'm like, well, am I doing anything to like promote it besides like having it as my PFP? Like, and some people are like, no, that's all you need to do. You're giving them free advertisement, like la-di-da-da. I'm like, don't be a jerk off. Like,
it's in your best interest for it to do well too. So, if you have a more proactive approach, like awesome, you're helping. If you don't want to, like you don't have to, nobody's telling you to, but if you are, you're only helping yourself and everybody else that's a part of the group. But that's also why I like to tweet out now when I buy NFT projects, not because I want to pump the project, but I just want to like give it a little bit more exposure. Like, hey, this is something I'm interested in. And some people may be like, oh, cool. And I'm not, most likely, I also don't have the money to do this. I'm not going to buy like 30 of a project and then just go like pump it on Twitter,
Right.
But
like, buy my bags, bro.
Yeah. Usually I buy like 1 or 2 and then I post because I just feel more comfortable doing that. Like I don't really want to like pump anything.
But I think, if you were to make it relatable or make the NFT relatable, I think that it would work. But then again, it takes genuine like thought to be like, okay, I am this lizard now, I am this Kong now, I am this PFP or whatever,
I am this Clay,
and then how can I bring this to life? Like, how does it make sense? Because like, well, with Claymates, it's like, well, okay, so are they advertising a little bit? They're doing advertisements. I think they did some on like bus stops or something like that. They did one on Times Square. Correct me if I'm wrong. They've done a
Right.
couple meetups and this, that, and the other, which was great.
Yep.
And then,
CNFT Con, they're gonna have some stuff.
right, which is going to be good, So I'm kind of anxious to see exactly what they're going to do. I'm surprised they haven't tried to mint anything else right now. Because I don't know how much money they have. I'm sure they have enough backing, maybe people from the outside the NFT spot is like, hey, we have this project and you can back us up, and we have, following from Snoop Dogg, Good Charlotte, this is our secondary sales. They can probably raise capital that way. They might not have to mint anything,
Yeah.
But
A
the
lot
thing
of
is, I think they're waiting for somebody in the community to come up and be like, okay, let's create something.
maybe I've been wondering too. Do you think people are waiting because we're in a bear market and they think that their money would be spent wiser during a bull market?
I mean, possibly. I don't know. I think the proof is in the pudding. I think it's like, okay, being in a bull market always helps. Number one. Number two, but if you come out with something that's super badass and that
It's not gonna
people
matter.
that people can get behind, I don't think it would matter as much.
Yeah, that's true. I also think we probably it's so hard to say, but I feel like there's a decent potential that we actually bottomed out in the market too. I actually don't think like too many NFTs are going to go to their new lows. Like I don't see Bored Ape Yacht Club going below $95,000.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't see like Clay's going beyond probably like 2K worst case scenario.
Dude,
You know?
plays are like a stable coin right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you buy the floor, that will be the floor like later for right now.
Cardano may go lower, but like
Yes.
the overall market, I actually don't think like the S&P 500 will go lower, but I do think it's possible for cryptos to go lower.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
But I think the market may have actually bottomed. But it also wouldn't surprise me if we went way lower because man, nothing looks good on the charts. Like China's economy is failing
It's
all
failing.
around. Like their zero COVID policy is screwing them.
Yeah.
So
not only that, but banks, you couldn't withdraw from banks and shit like that.
yeah.
And they were going belly up,
Yeah. I mean, just the fact that China produces like everything, you know what I mean? Is just not good for anybody.
No. But that's a topic for another day. And
Yeah.
we're on 3 hours right now.
Yeah.
Do you realize that?
I didn't. Well, I did, but I didn't until I looked up like right before you said it. Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is kind of crazy. I think that somebody in the community is going to have to do something to seriously promote it. And somebody brought up a good point, on Twitter. It's like eventually we're going to have to take one project and say, this is us. You know what I'm saying?
Clay.
And I think
Clay.
it's got to be either Clay or Kongs. I mean, to be quite honest with you.
Could be Space Buds. But
I mean, possibly, but that was the first. I really don't. The problem is, I just don't.
is there a problem with it being the first though? Like I thought that would be like one of the reasons why it'd be good.
No, that's why you get it. You want to hold it for the historical value of it,
Right.
because it is a great piece of Cardano history, right? When you're holding that, it's almost like holding a time capsule. It's like, yeah, I got the first NFT, so it'll always hold its value, but I don't think it'll go quite as far as like a Clay or a Kong will. I don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting. This space is so new. Like, I don't know. I smile every time I think about it because I feel like there's so much, and it's like, oh man. Sometimes I'm like, we could have done this better. We could have, prevented this or whatever. But it's like, man, we are so new. Like, just another year. Like all the things that are going to be built, and I love that so many projects are teaming up with each other. Like, that was something that I just didn't expect when I came into the space. And when I saw like this project's partnering with this project, I was like, oh, that's really unique. And then I saw it again, and I was like, oh, they did that. And then I saw it again, and I was like, oh, this is just Cardano. People just hang out. Like that is awesome.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
it 1 for 1. That's all you got to do. And I think, you know, it is good. You
The
know,
first rug on Cardano.
the first rug on Cardano. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think that the new Space Bud art does look good. They're doing votes on it every single week, like each individual pieces, so that way you get the community involved.
Yeah.
Ailes did come out and say, like, hey, it's going to take time to figure out the metadata situation of this, but once we do it, it'll be like revolutionary, which is great. And so so yeah,
Aw.
I think yeah, I think we have a ways to go where we're at, but we're on the right track, and I think we're ahead of the game, you know, comparatively speaking to where Ethereum NFTs were when they first started. It was just kind of the Wild West. It was really weird. And so another bull run, I think this next bull run could be it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like life-changing shit. So
Yeah.
I'll hold
For
on
sure.
to my Pimp Kong for now. I just
I know, dude. We
can
always talk about selling it. I just don't think it's ever going to happen.
selling it for 15K to me even seems like not a great idea, you know.
I mean, that dude's selling his for 22, you know, take it or leave it style. You'll get offers too. You'll be able to see if somebody offers you 19K, like, hey, okay, maybe.
Do you like Young Gravy?
Young Gravy, yeah, I like Gravy.
Look at Teen Vogue. Young Gravy took Addison Rae's mom as his VMA date. That's hilarious. He has
Young Gravy.
he has a thing about moms.
Yeah. Him and who else gives me Young Gravy vibes? It's that other rapper, super new, not super new, white dude.
Jack Harlow?
Jack Harlow.
Okay.
Yeah, I get the same vibes as Jack Harlow from Young Gravy.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Both of them smooth. You know what I mean? Jack
Yes.
Harlow, I think, wins though. Jack Harlow's smooth.
Yeah, I think he's a better rapper. Young Gravy is more like a riff-raff sort of rapper. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a jokester rapper, you know.
Hit your mom with my index.
Yeah. Your mom with the index. Making sure it shine like Windex. Yeah, it's like
I love it. I gotta
he's
listen
talking
to
about
Young
somebody's
Gravy.
mom folding like a lawn chair. Dude, that shit just had me. Like I was like, yes, dude, Young Gravy's great. But you know, I thought it was like almost like listening to everything in a cycle. Like it was like he kept talking about the same shit. And I was like, okay, I get it. That's your shtick. I get it.
Yeah.
You know,
he came out with only 1 or 2 albums, right?
Oh, he came out with like, I think 2 or 3, 3, I want to say.
2 or 3?
And then he has his new single out.
Ooh.
Which I forget what song it samples.
What is it?
Damn, hold on.
Young Gravy.
It's his newest one.
Newest one, Young Gravy.
I think it was like
Betty. Get money?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll keep it up. I'll play it after this.
Yes. All right. I think this is it. This is
Yeah. Shit. Love you, guys. Love you, everybody. Thank you, Cleanup. I don't know how many, the 4 people who stuck around this entire time. You are beautiful. You're amazing. However, get the frick outside. See your family. See your friends. We need to make more money so that we can not be here for 3 hours. Anyways, guys. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Peace.